It's very
Nah,
nasty, bro.
nah.
I'm still on this. I'm still on the Steve Nash side of that.
It's
You
very
guys
nasty,
are you
bro.
guys are just
Because nobody even talked about Russell Westbrook's defense, which is crazy to me.
No.
No,
Don't.
it's
Don't.
not elite. It's not
What
elite.
defenses?
It's
Like,
way better than Steve Nash.
he is a
What?
better defender than
Yeah,
Nash. 'Cause
he's
more
better, but
because he's more athletic. But
Yeah.
he's average
it's-
at best.
it's
Really.
still not. It's still not much
if
to
he's
talk about.
average, if he's average, where's Steve Nash?
Below average.
Extremely below average. If Russell Westbrook's average,
Whatever adjective you
okay,
need to use.
so if you guys are asking me like again because you're bringing this up again, who's a better talent? I would say Russell Westbrook. Like he's if they play 1-on-1, Russell Westbrook will win. If you guys sit here and ask me that question, but if I want a team, I'm going Steve Nash.
Understandable.
That's
I just don't get it. I just don't get it, bro.
It's
I
understandable
think
though.
it's
I just
easier
don't.
to build around Nash than Russ. It's always going to
How?
be
They
harder.
both-
It's always going to be harder to build around someone who needs the ball and can't shoot. It's just harder to build around someone like that.
I agree.
What?
Can I say something? Dale, this is for you.
of course. Who else would it be for?
I just have a quick question because I was thinking, and I'm honest to God, I just want to know your answer because we have a ranking of like 7 point guards later on, so you don't have to go into it right now. But from your standpoint, if you had to choose between Allen Iverson and Russell Westbrook, who are you choosing? And is that based off of nostalgia or is that based off of facts? Eye test included.
It's gonna be based. But can I ask? I'm gonna just answer the question first. I'm
Thank
gonna go
you.
AI. I don't know based on what facts would you say? Like what would the facts be? The 10 rebounds, 10 assists for us?
No, I feel like they both been in the league for 14 years as of today. Like this is 14 to 14, and there's in one person's stats are eerily better than the others.
Okay, so it's based on like I said the stats. But
I just don't understand how do you not base anything off of stats? That's where I get confused. Like it's easy to say like don't do an eye test, don't do or let's do an eye test, but the eye test lies to you.
Okay.
As well as stats, they both lie. They both do not tell a full story.
How do you sit and decide who would
You have to take a little bit from both.
You have to find a balance.
Even the nostalgia of it, like I with AI and Russ, I just really don't think I would always pick AI. Like,
But you don't. But your reason is because it's AI.
Right. So what's wrong with that?
I mean,
You
based
also
off of
you also picked Allen Iverson over CP3, and you just agreed with Mars saying that
But
if somebody
yo,
could shoot better, it'll be easier to build around. So why come you're not keeping that same?
But I
energy?
assume he take AI over Nash as well. I'm just assuming.
I 100% will.
So he's being consistent.
Dub, you're not like you're basing it on the way people plays and doing all that. You're not gonna tell me to change my point of view, like on how the stats match up with a player. The stats doesn't say to you guys or whoever's standing that Kevin Durant is a better player than LeBron James. To me, he is.
We're not talking about that. We're not switching this to LeBron and KD.
It's
We're
not
talking about
switching
Allen
players.
Iverson.
It's
We're not
switching
doing
how
that.
you view things. It's how you viewing things. You're viewing it based on because I said one player based on one criteria. I'm not basing it on that. I think AI when it comes to play, I'm taking him over Russ, I'm taking him over CP, and I'm taking him over Nash.
I would too. I would take him over everybody.
So
But when we talk about Steve Nash and Russell Westbrook, bro, it's just the reasonings you have for
let me ask you a question. Hold on, time out. Let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
Do Russ and AI play together too? Like they play the exact same to you? Yes or no?
No, they don't.
So why would you take a? So what?
It's very similar. It's very similar.
I thought Allen Iverson was a shooting guard.
It's very similar to the strengths that AI and Russell Westbrook has, where AI is not really that strong of a shooter as well as Russell Westbrook.
So let me ask you a question. You think everybody? It's not like everyone that doesn't shoot the same. Everybody that scores doesn't score the same. It's a basketball game. So no matter if it's similar, what you're saying, their impact on the floor of who that player is very different.
And I think that Russell Westbrook's impact. I get you.
The defense won't. The defense. Every coach won't say, "Oh, we're gonna guard Allen Iverson. How we're gonna guard Russell Westbrook."
Those are facts. Those are
So
facts.
what?
But
So me picking.
this isn't the Allen Iverson Russell Westbrook thing. We're talking about Steve Nash and Russell Westbrook. I
Okay.
just don't understand. To me, I think Russell Westbrook has more of an impact on the game more than Steve Nash. You guys are talking about because he's a better shooter and controls the pace, where I'll give you both of that. But I don't care about that. If I have a guy who's consistently making the playoffs every single year, no matter
Steve
what.
Nash with a team with a Kevin Durant, like I said, is better for me. I think that would work better for me. For me, when I look at basketball in my basketball lens, I think that would work better. That's all.
Why would it work better? Just why?
I don't know.
Just why?
I think it
For
would.
Steve Nash
To
or
me, it
Kevin
would be
Durant, who
easier.
would it work better for?
It would be better for both of them. It would be a simpler, easier fit. I don't think KD would leave 3-1 Steve Nash with how he plays based on or him leaving Russ.
I don't even
KD
think they
needs a
make it to
traditional point
3-1.
He doesn't need a traditional point guard. I'm not saying that.
How would they even listen?
We don't know
they
what
went
KD
up
needs, by the
3-1.
way.
They went up. Wait, Dell. See, you keep talking about, I don't see them blowing the 3-1 lead
3-1
or them
lead.
being up 3-1.
Steph and
They
Clay.
needed Russell Westbrook and his scoring ability to go up 3-1, Dell.
Let me ask you a question.
You take that away,
If
what's
I
gonna
was
happen?
on that team, right? If I was on that team and I was scoring, of course you'll say, they needed his points. Russ was a primary scorer on that team. Of course they needed his point. That doesn't negate what Steve Nash will bring instead of Russ.
Again,
we're not saying
who will he make a scoring option?
I'm not switching you into score like Russell Westbrook. I'm here for you to dominate the game how you dominate the game, and everything's gonna happen. It's not gonna be like, because we take away Russ, we're not gonna find points. It's not gonna be 80 to take away what Russ points. They're gonna find a way.
But who's gonna replace?
This is show number 2 of Dell and Dub at each other's throats. It must be some backstory.
I don't see nobody. I don't see nobody replacing those points for Russell Westbrook.
It's hilarious that Dub doesn't know how basketball works, so that the points will be found.
That's my home.
I understand that. I understand that logic at all. I understand that.
Like Steve Nash can't put up 20.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah, he can't
let me ask you.
Is he putting up 30 and 40 points? 35?
Okay, let me ask you.
Like,
every game is different.
Every
game is different. Let me ask you a question, Dub. The Warriors, right? They switched Kevin Durant for Harrison Barnes. When KD walked in averaging 30 points, did they win every game by 30?
What are you talking about? No, that's not how basketball works. So what are you even talking about?
Of course, exactly. That's my point. That's not how it works.
I'm telling you that the OKC Thunder were reliant on Russell Westbrook's scoring ability and his playmaking ability. It's not just one, it's both. I don't see Steve Nash.
You still don't get it.
No. I don't see it. No, you don't get it. I'm saying OKC relied on
You don't get it.
They relied on that. They relied on that dual threat that he posed. Steve Nash doesn't have the scoring ability as Russell Westbrook, but he has the playmaking as well. To me, I don't see anybody on that team who could replace Russell's scoring ability to counteract that at all.
They wouldn't ask someone to average the exact same points as Russell Westbrook.
I'm not, and you keep thinking I'm saying that. I'm not saying that. I'm saying those points that you guys are saying could be found. I don't see those points being found at all on anybody on that team.
That's bad then. Then you're not understanding basketball.
Who's on that team? Who's on that team?
No one's gonna
Steve
average
Nash should be on that team.
No, but who's on that team?
To what? Average 3 or 4 more points more?
No, to just impact the game with their scoring ability. Who's on that team who could impact the game with their scoring ability?
You see, this is you're trying to replace Russ. We're not doing that. We're not
replacing Russ with Steve Nash. The scoring isn't there.
It.
So who's gonna replace that other scoring that Steve Nash that they needed to go up 3-1?
Nash is a 2-time MVP back to back.
So say Steve Nash, Russ averages 30 or 28, right? That's what he averaged that year, right? Say he averaged 27. I don't know what Russ averaged. Someone tell me. Say
Are we talking about the whole year or just the Warriors series?
The Warriors series, whatever he wants.
He went crazy.
He averaged 23.
23? Okay, he averaged 23. Yeah, he went crazy. He averaged 23 the Warriors series, right? He averaged 23, 30, 40, he said. He averaged.
And how many assists? Because those points go to those points go for Russ. Any points any point production goes for him. That's a win in his column.
Okay, whatever.
That's for every player.
The case would be. Okay, that's fine because you're on this dumb boat as well. So he averaged 23 points. Say Nash averaged 16 points. The blemish of because he said they're playmaking the same. Nash being there, he could find 7 more points from someone. I'm sorry, he can.
More than Russ? 7 more points than Russ? Could have or already did?
I'm only doing this because he needs 7 more points. Dub
No,
needs
it's
to
not
find
that.
the 23
It's
points.
not that.
Because
It's the impact that carries with Russell Westbrook, which
Russ averaged 26 and 11 versus.
he could find those 7
Okay.
points, but it's just a different feeling.
It was
getting
26 and
plus
11,
7
Dub. I think
points.
it's a few more points he has to make up for.
Facts.
okay, he has to make up 9 more. I'm sorry, 9 more.
And the 7 rebounds.
9 more.
All I'm
And
saying,
and the defensive impact.
3 steals a game.
and the
let's just
defensive
start
impact.
on
I always forget about that.
I'm just picturing Nash out on that court chasing Steph around, and I hate every image that comes into my mind. I hate everything about it.
They never had
What was the image that they did? What was the image that they did?
Whatever was happening, whatever was happening.
what was the image?
Whoever Nash is. So who is Nash guarding?
Whoever Nash is guarding.
I hate
matter.
it.
The way
It does. It does matter. It does matter.
Should probably be on Harrison Barnes. Probably.
Listen, the way that you guys are depicting this is just nasty to me. That you have to. Oh yeah, who's
Dale, I
guarding
have a question for you.
It will work. It will 100% work.
Dale, I have a question
Either
for
win that
you.
series.
They could
Dale,
lose the series, so what? It will work.
Dale, I have a question for you. I have a question for Euro. I have a question for Buwap. I have a question for JD, War Machine, Dub, the whole panel. So if we were doing a start bench cut on roster, how much goes into the eye test, how much goes into Statland, and how much goes into the coach? Who is getting cut here? I'm just curious. Because you guys...
don't get it. I don't get the start bench cut. I don't get it.
Then let's not even do it. I don't care. Let's move on.
No, you could try to make me get it, Shaq.
No, I can't make you get anything. Why would I try with this? Like, it's bigger fish to fry. We can just move on. I'm not about to waste my time on this one. You got AI over Westbrook.
Being at odds. Y'all are at odds too.
Who, me and Dale?
On odds.
There's a bunch of
Something
animosity
definitely going on.
We live on a 3-sided planet. And
Right, for sure. For sure. And we meet in the middle on some days. Whenever Ron's here, we meet in the middle.
That's what's up.
the eye
Dub,
test.
You're being like it's
The eye
insensitive.
test.
Dub, so who won the next trade to you? Just want to ask.
For which one? The one that just happened?
Yes.
Long term,
I
Nets.
think it was good.
No,
I think it
I'm
was good
not.
for
You're
both.
not Dub. Dub is answering.
I just
I'm
think,
sorry.
I think it was a good. I think it was a good trade for both. I don't think anybody
Why-
won or lost.
Why was it good for both then? Why didn't
Because
whatever
because the-
James Harden brings to the table?
because the Sixers.
Who's gonna
because the
replace what?
Sixers-
Who's gonna replace a Walker?
No,
like
yo,
that?
Yo.
They
Can
didn't
I,
get
can I
30
answer the
points.
question?
No,
can I answer
because
the
it makes
question?
no sense.
Can
They
I
didn't
answer the question? You're
They didn't
asking
get
me
30
a question
points.
and I
I
can't
don't
even
want you to
answer
answer
it.
the question.
Why
No.
not? Then why ask me a question if you don't even
Because you
want me to
shouldn't
answer
have
the
an answer
question?
for that question because it's based on the same thing. You're gonna say everything I was trying to defend.
No,
Steve
Dale,
Nash
what are
right
you
now.
talking about?
Go ahead.
James
All right, go ahead.
Harden. James Harden wanted to leave. I thought the best thing for
Him leaving has
Stop.
nothing to do with
No,
that.
stop.
Mm-mm.
I'm gonna go through the whole scenario for you.
Okay.
James Harden wanted to leave, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the Nets, they have to get the most out they can. When
Mhm.
James Harden wanted to leave. I
Mhm.
think the Brooklyn Nets, the best choice is to keep James Harden 100%. But they had to get the most out of whatever situation they had because James Harden didn't want to be there.
Mm-hmm.
So for the situation that they were put in, they traded him to the Sixers and got some valuable assets in return. They did the best that they possibly could. That's why I say I don't think there's a winner or loser. They both did the best that they possibly could with the situation that was in front of them.
Mm.
So what you want me to say?
Nothing.
Nets won the trade.
Nothing.
How the Sixers look great with James Harden and Joel Embiid.
That's fine. The Nets won the trade.
Okay.
I think the
Easily
Nets
to me,
won it
but
long term,
do
but as
agree.
long as James Harden is in a 76ers jersey, they won the trade. It's nothing else to even talk about. It's not even debatable. It's actually quite nasty, to be honest.
Got 1,000%.
Ben Simmons'
good.
trade
That's good to be
value?
Consistent. You said what?
Ben Simmons' trade value can only go up, so that's good for them long term. But I mean, I don't know.
What
Dale,
is
you're
long
talking
term?
about
Like, what is long term? What happens? If
Like,
they
after
lose
the
in first and
dynasty-
second round, and the Nets go to the next
Once-
go to
once-
the finals. Who won the trade? I just
once
asked if that happens.
once KD and Kyrie decide they don't want to play together anymore and they just want to blow up the team, and then now Ben Simmons is tradable and you can try to go get a piece after this whole thing is over and you guys leave with 0 rings, I think that's when they won the trade. But if the Sixers win 1 championship or even make it to the finals before the Nets do, they won the trade. Even having the
Mozilla, I'm
opportunity.
dead serious. I'm dead serious. Ben Simmons playing alongside Kyrie Irving and KD is insane to me. You have Kevin Durant and Ben Simmons who can guard damn near anyone. Obviously, Ben Simmons is better at defense. He can guard the 1 through 5 better than KD can. But KD's not. You can't.
But why are we making these assumptions when we haven't even seen
I'm not
them on the
making any
court?
assumptions. I've seen Ben
You
Simmons
making
play
all
defense.
types of assumptions for the Nets, and
I've
they never
seen-
even fucking seen the court together. So what are you talking about?
Bro, because based off
What is assumption is it not, Dub?
It's a whole different
Don't do that,
scenario
bro.
because-
This is what I hate when people do, bro.
No,
Stick to the argument, bro.
I'm gonna stick to the argument. I told you plenty of times. I don't care. I don't care how many games Kyrie Irving, KD, and James Harden played together. I thought that they were just that great at playing the game of basketball that any team would just lose. I told you, and I put a scenario for you perfectly. If Kyrie Irving and KD
I'm
went
not
up
paying
on the,
attention.
if Kyrie Irving and KD went up on the champions, the Milwaukee Bucks, what do you think James Harden, Kyrie, and KD would do? What do you think would happen? You
I
think they'll
didn't pay
get worse?
attention.
Do you think they'll get worse or better?
Well, we never saw it, so it's an assumption.
No. Would you? But it's one plus one. It's one plus
Okay.
one equals two. Would they get worse with James Harden? What would they get worse with James Harden? Or would they get better with James Harden?
You don't know.
We never saw it. It's an
You got
assumption.
it's one plus one equals two.
No, it isn't.
To two, they would be better.
To
I
you.
don't know.
In the scientific world, this is a hypothesis, Dub.
Just saying.
I mean, you guys are also jumping to
Gotta
conclusions
test
and
the
not
theory
sticking to
now.
the argument as well,
Yo,
though.
Tracy, what's up, bro?
It's not mathematics.
So I want to know. So everybody has that the Nets won the trade, correct?
I think the Nets won
I
the trade as well.
I think they won long term, like you said. Right now, it's looking like Philly's winning right now. Like they're winning it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that's because Ben Simmons isn't playing.
And even if I just don't believe, even if he started playing like it's 15 games left, I don't believe that's enough time to truly like gel or build a real chemistry. So I would still say Philly won this year.
We've seen 76ers win games with James Harden. We haven't even seen Ben Simmons on the fucking court, and you guys are talking about stick to the reality and stop using hypotheticals. You guys are using hypotheticals about how did the Nets win, Dale? Based off of what? About Ben Simmons sitting in the
Players they
corner?
got. Yes. Ben Simmons sitting down with his good fits. They won the trade. This is you yell at me and say, how are we I'm gonna say this every show from now on though. How are we gonna debate back and forth and this and that? You think they won, I think Brooklyn won.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, I'm not gonna sit and say because James Harden is 3-1 and they're playing good basketball right now, yada yada yada, that they won the trade. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna do that. Because I know when playoffs come, I know everything's a little bit different. What happens when Philly loses in the first or second round? Then when Brooklyn loses in the first or second round, you could say that to me. But for right now, based on the roster and everything this team and this team got, I think Brooklyn won the trade. Because I'm looking at both teams, apex, the best they can be with all the players, and I'm looking at Brooklyn with the best they can be with all the players. I think Brooklyn won the trade.
But there's a huge question mark on Ben Simmons, bro. A huge question mark. As if we've seen it
Not
already,
advocating for all I need for Ben
All I'm
Simmons
saying.
is him to do what he was doing in Philly, and I'm okay with that.
You didn't like that in Philly, I thought.
But it didn't work in Philly. He thinks it will work
But
in Brooklyn. That's the
It's a
difference.
different player next to him. That's
It
why.
will work.
It's
in
a different
Brooklyn.
player,
It will.
that-
It's a different.
a much
gotta
different
keep-
type player as well. It's not like drive and kick. Embiid's a very different player than KD. Kyrie's going to need the ball
Right.
in his hands to score. What do you think Ben Simmons is coming down and just hitting KD for sure on spot ups? I'll give you that every now and then. But Kyrie Irving, you think he's
spot
just
ups as well.
you? All right, I can't wait to see this.
Is
Uh,
Ben
so-
Simmons gonna
uh,
be a point guard or a power forward?
In transition,
don't-
he'll be a point guard.
He's gonna be a center.
Facts.
So
He's
if
gonna-
there's questions on which position he's gonna play,
I thought Drummond was
what
at
are we even
center.
talking about?
He's gonna be on the court.
Positionless
Like,
basketball, though.
I was
It's
finna say, do
positionless
it matter?
basketball.
It's
Right,
position.
he's
But
gonna be
what
on the court.
With the Nets, it really doesn't matter. But
It
Shaq,
don't
to
matter.
answer your question,
What role is he playing?
both teams really won the trade. But really, why I say Brooklyn won the trade, like Philly, I think Philly's a better team today,
Right.
and they're a better team next year. But why I say Brooklyn won the trade is strictly on Andre Drummond and Seth Curry. That made them a better overall team. Now they got pieces outside of KD and Kyrie that really can allow them to win and play. It just makes them a lot more dangerous.
Makes it deeper for sure.
Yeah, deeper, definitely.
Okay.
You-
Whatever you guys say.
JD.
Sorry. I need to mod somebody in the chat. Carlos, since I always
Listen, Red Face. It's a lady named Red Face. It's an account on YouTube in the chat.
Accounts.
And when I tell you,
banned 3.
their first team, all players' choice chat, for better or for worse, they are elite. They keep asking why you scam me on your OnlyFans, and that's fire.
What?
I don't know how to do this.
Up here scamming OnlyFans, Dub.
They say somebody in the chat say Dub play on the church league.
I do. It's not even a
Dub,
church league.
Hold on, Dub. What's your averages in the church league, though?
I
Facts.
had
Please.
5. I had 5 last night in one game, and then I had I had 2 and a couple assists.
So what?
Nothing
got you
crazy. I
playing-
don't know. It's all for fun. It's all for fun. Like we don't keep track or nothing. We just go out there and play.
So are you considered a traditional point guard in that league?
Me? Nah, I'm
Yeah.
a role player. I'm a role player, bro.
Okay.
Oh,
What
I
the
don't,
hell? This
because,
is crazy.
Because, bro, it's like, bro, it's hard as hell. Like I tell them all the time, like the way like how the defenses collapses and everybody when we be playing and everything on the main ball handlers, I'll be sitting there like, yo, I can't do that.
Yo, Doug, can
What's
I come suit up one of these games?
Bro, you're coming on my team and we're not losing.
Bet.
We won't lose.
What day are the games?
We play on Mondays. I think
I
I'm gonna have
can't mod
somebody. I think I'm
anyone.
gonna have Malik there next week.
You said it's a church league.
It's not a church league, bro. It's just I just say that to simplify it. It's just we just all get together and play
I
ball.
was about to say I would love to come baptize somebody.
I just made Natty a moderator. A sturdy.
Yeah,
I made you
a moderator.
Red
Face
Face.
has got the whole family tree in here going crazy.
Oh man,
And Carlos, he's always in here.
I appreciate the hustle though, Red Face. Like I gotta respect it. I don't know who's clicking that link, but like shout out to you.
Gatekeepers.
Malachi Walker, that's who I'm bringing.
All right, really quick. Shout out to everyone joining us live on YouTube, Twitch. I wanted to read a DM that we got the other day. I don't want to say his name, but shout out to E. You know who you are. He said, I just wanted to DM y'all and say that Player's Choice is one of my favorite podcasts, and y'all honestly make living in this hard world a lot easier. Things haven't been too good for me to start off the year, and a new episode of PC always makes my day better. I usually don't make the live show because I'm currently in college, but I always watch on YouTube whenever I can. So shout out to you, man. We love getting these messages. Keep pushing through. You're
Keep
gonna be
grinding,
good,
brother.
man.
Yes, sir. There's always a light at the end of the tunnel, my guy.
Talk that talk, Doug.
Just keep pushing, my guy.
Love inspiration.
I had church last night, so you know I'm in a very
Okay.
festival mood. But yeah, bro, keep pushing, keep grinding, man. You always gonna make it out. Hard times is great lesson.
Can I ask a question? Because
What's
that's one of the quotes I hate most in life.
What?
Just the light at the end of the tunnel. I get it, but I just hate it.
I
So the
think
question is-
Dub,
No,
do you want to
no.
come over to Shaq Army? I know things are rough and turbulent over there, but, like between you and Dale.
Listen, you know, brothers
I have-
fight and brothers disagree. It is what it is, bro.
No, that has nothing. It's just a stupid quote. If you in the tunnel
I believe it. I
at the
believe it.
nighttime, if you go in and you come out the nighttime, there's no light there.
The sun always comes up.
So,
Dub, just come over.
I like that saying, Dub. I
Shaq
don't
is
know
trying.
about you. I don't
No,
know about
it-
you. I like that saying.
but
For
but
me.
I'm not.
For me, because in my
Right.
life, you feel me, like
Right, of course,
it
right.
just-
That you grew up on that, right?
yeah.
Yeah,
Hey,
good
Dub.
luck. You're not gonna change his mind.
Dub, you know it's a lot of perks over here with Ron's Dons.
Shit,
That's
I don't
the
do that.
name?
I don't do that. No.
Whoa, say
Hey.
no to drugs.
Hey, say no to drugs, but drink all the Henny you can possibly consume. Hey, where's the light at the end of that tunnel?
There's a light
Lights out.
There's a light
Lights
though.
out for sure.
Yo, Hammer 525252, fire name. Thank you for the sub. Let's get to power rankings. Does everyone have the chat open? Twitch
don't.
chat specifically?
I don't. Should I open it on my phone?
Yeah, I can get it open.
Get into the Twitch chat.
JD, I have.
Because
Are
here's
you? Do you want me to go to YouTube if you're gonna get on Twitch?
No, I want everyone to be in the Twitch chat because this is this is the
okay. So I'm doing it from here. Are you gonna also vote? Is what I'm asking.
I'm not voting.
Oh, okay. I'll be on the player's choice.
So, okay. So in the Twitch chat, it's similar to what we did with the draft a while back. So we're gonna pick the top 10 teams in the NBA currently. Everyone's going to type in at the same time the team that you think should be number 10, the team you should be number 9, et cetera, et cetera. Whichever team gets the most votes in that spot gets that slot. If 2 teams tie, the panelists will re-vote for those 2 teams. If the re-vote ends in a tie, the 2 panelists will be selected by the chat to pitch for their team of their choosing, and the chat will vote for who wins and which team gets selected. Does that make sense?
I'm in.
Yes.
Garp.
Start writing these 1 through 10. All right.
So-
NBA power rankings 1 through 10. We're going to start from 10 and go to 1. Starting with the
We're starting at 10.
starting with 10.
In red face, you get in on this too.
You want to start at 1? That might be easier. All right. Let's
Red
start at 1.
faces,
That might be
you
easier.
are
Is it
allowed to be in this.
projection or we going based on just right now.
Right now, red faces, don't forget to type in your team.
Don't forget to send us your OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Hey, it's current, Mark.
Just put
There
it there.
you go.
Red faces, like all this mystique stuff, just put it there.
Yeah, no beating around the bush with red.
Yeah, literally.
There's a lot of beating around the bush. Okay, 1 through 10.
Yo, is that where that comes from? Because I swear to you, I'm today years old. If I know if that's where that phrase comes from. I've never looked at it like that. Beating around the bush.
Maybe it's like somebody being sneaky behind the bush, like.
No, like stop beating around the bush. Like, get your hands out your pants. Let's go. What are we doing? That's crazy. All right, I'm beating around the bush.
Hey,
That's so clever. Yeah, that me and red face, like all that energy.
Just spit my water all over my screen. All right, 1 through 10. We'll start with 1. We're gonna start with 1. The number 1 team, power rankings wise, in your opinion, right now, no projections.
Oh,
Type
Who
it.
is it? All right. If
No,
everyone,
you said the
wrote-
number 1 team. Not. you
yeah,
said-
we're gonna do number 1. Ron made a good point in that it's probably easier to go from 1 to 10 as opposed
there's
to
no
trying to think
projection?
who is in the middle.
Okay.
No projection. Power rankings. Who is the number 1 team in the NBA right now? Most chosen team is going to get put in that spot. If
We
there's
doing a
tie,
3,
we'll
2,
deal
1?
with it. Yep, I
Was-
got you. Are we
I'm
good?
tight, man. Ready? Oh,
Me
my
too.
bad.
I see both of you guys. This is
Yeah, me too.
I mean, it's
But we
all
can
good.
already
I
put it
didn't
in
see
since it's the Phoenix Suns. Everybody
Is
voted.
that what everyone got?
Well,
No.
Yeah.
It's a bit late for that now.
Okay.
I seen 4 of us with Suns.
All right. Number
Me-
2. I'm gonna give you a countdown.
All right.
Are we doing the second one?
Get the second team written in the chat. Don't press enter. I'm going to give you a countdown. Team number 2.
I'm
All
ready.
right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shout out around the NBA podcast, resubbing. Thank you, brother. 76ers, Warriors, Miami, Philly, Bucks, Boston. Mars, you can leave.
Because based on right now, it's gonna be Boston.
Who said
Sixers,
Boston?
Okay,
Me.
so there were no repeats. 76ers, Warriors, Miami, Philly, Bucks, Boston.
Nah, Philly is 2.
Big.
Yeah, Philly
Oh.
got 2.
Oh, Philly,
Philly
and
got
76ers. LOL.
Yo,
Sixers.
76.
Team number 3.
Wow.
Team number 3, in the chat. Don't press enter.
It happened.
The Charlotte Bobcats.
We ready now? We
Who
ready?
put the Bobcats? That's fire.
5. No, I just said that. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Warriors, Bucks, Boston, Mad. That was a joke.
Mars.
I'm gonna stick with Boston until they get picked.
Facts. Show my Bucks.
Right.
Until
That
they
need,
get picked.
right.
Am I tripping? Warriors, Bucks.
Who do we have so
Shaq,
far?
where's yours?
You
Shaq,
gotta
where's
stay
yours?
consistent, man.
Who do we have so far?
Are you guys
got-
even counting, Mom?
We got the Suns and
Warriors,
you talking about the team, Shaq?
Bucks,
Yeah.
Bucks, Boston.
The Suns.
I don't even see Dub.
Sixers.
I picked Miami. It's all the way.
I
up
picked
top.
Miami
You guys-
too.
Oh, there you are. I don't see you though.
I just picked Miami here.
No,
Shaq, you picked
sorry, I
Miami?
see you.
Yeah, I picked Miami.
Starting to become a believer in South Beach, huh?
Yeah, Miami was gonna be my next pick until Boston get put up there.
Okay, so
So
we
that means they're
have
going to be right outside the top 10 then, huh?
we have
If that's
two,
where they have to go, that's where they have to go.
we have 2 Miami Heat, 2 Warriors, 2 Bucks, and a Boston.
2 Warriors is crazy to me.
Oh shit, Redface is really locked in. Like really locked in.
Like, bro, what? That boy going crazy.
Are the mods taking care of it or what?
I think it's a bot, for real, for real.
I mean, they
no,
just
it
replied
definitely
back to
is.
me verbatim. You can beat my bush, big guy, with the lipstick kiss.
Wow.
That did not need to
Fair.
be said out
Shaq.
loud.
Wow.
And these bots is getting smarter and smarter.
Not bots,
Wow.
baby.
There you go, boo
Not
up.
bots.
Get her on the show.
Not bots. They busting.
All right, how are we doing this? So, 3 ties. Warriors,
we gotta-
Bucks, Heat.
Mars got to be the tiebreaker.
Mars got
Aw.
I got Bucks. I got
Warriors,
Bucks. I got Bucks.
Or Heat,
You
Mars.
switched it to Buck Shack?
Is this
Warriors,
third?
or
Well,
Warriors,
It's the
I'd
third
go Heat.
team.
Of them,
Oh,
I'd go Heat.
Yeah, I got Miami.
Warriors, Bucks, or Heat, Mars.
Yeah, I got Miami.
All right.
Dale,
team
why
number
haven't
4,
you
get it?
why haven't you shitted on this segment yet, Dub? I mean, Dale.
Why? Y'all said it's not projection.
That's why I'm
No.
confused as to how it's not Boston.
No, why haven't you said you hate this segment yet?
Oh, I feel like when I talk, it extends, so I'm just gonna be quiet and write my name so it go faster.
You're right. I mean, this is LeBron produced this show.
The name of this segment is actually called "I Hate This Fucking Segment."
Yeah.
I could see that.
Why can't we just name it? Like, we're about to be here for 20 more minutes. Like, this is
Well,
nasty.
we were until you asked the question. We're moving. You started this little.
This is
domino.
number
There you
3
go,
out
more.
of 10. I can name the rest of the 7, and you guys just
Name
shit on
it.
me.
Name it. We don't have to do the chat thing.
The chat thing's a little excessive.
All right,
Can we
then don't do
just
the
vote
chat
on
thing.
it? Then we'll just vote on it.
We
I
don't
mean,
have to
right,
vote.
right,
We can just go in order. It's
Yes.
7 of us. It's 7 of
Suns,
us left.
Sixers,
Oh,
Suns,
one of us
Sixers,
has a
Heat.
pick.
Yeah,
Team
let's
number
just-
4, Shaq.
Nah, no. Boop. Let's go. I'm gonna go with Memphis. I like Memphis right now.
Dub.
You guys are disrespecting Boston.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Mars.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
Boo ups on you.
Oh, my fault.
You're good.
I'm going Milwaukee too.
Mars.
I'll go with Dallas.
You're not on that Boston train anymore.
I picked it.
Dub picked
Boston got
Boston,
picked.
so I have to go my next option.
Wait,
That's
Oh
what?
no,
What
no,
do you
no!
mean?
We're voting on the
That's-
number 4 seed.
Yeah, you're
That's-
voting on number 4.
Yeah.
That's so weird.
We're
Oh.
voting. I thought we were just all picking since it was.
I know.
No,
I
I
get-
thought we was just all
Oh.
drafting.
my
Nah,
fault,
we're
my
voting on the
fault.
number
Just
4
we
seed.
just not doing it in the chat no more. So
Oh, okay, my fault. My
Oh,
fault.
this
Yeah, I
is-
got Boston. I got Boston.
Wow.
Yeah, I misunderstood that one.
Euro.
I got the Bucks.
Ron.
I'm gonna go with the Bucks as well.
Dell.
Mine's don't matter. I'm staying Warriors, but it don't matter with this list because everybody's more.
All right, number 5, Shaq. Bucks or 4?
I'm gonna go. I like that, Dale. I'll step over there with you. I'll go Warriors.
Boston.
Boo up.
I have to say Boston.
Mars.
Yeah, I got Boston.
Euro.
Warriors.
Ron.
JD, put the Warriors down.
Dell tiebreaker.
Warriors.
Number 6, Shaq.
I'm telling you, Mars, it's not
Mars-
gonna look good.
Mars, I got you right here.
I'm going.
I'm with you. I'm with you all the
I'm
way,
going
bro.
with Shaq's pick. He
I'm-
has to pick this team.
I'm going Grizzlies.
Exactly. I'm going there as well.
Yeah, that's. We just need the tip of the hat.
Don't be nasty, guys.
Dub.
Right. Don't be nasty, guys.
Boston.
Boo up.
Boston.
Mars.
Boston.
Euro.
Has Miami been picked yet?
Yeah, they're 3.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. Grizz.
Oh my lord.
Ron, you're a tiebreaker.
This is gonna get nasty.
Grizz are the second best team in the NBA right now. So I mean, I don't care if Boston's streaking.
Ron, how you gonna do that to him?
Because Memphis is clearly streaking. Memphis is clearly streaking.
Hey, but this is why I wanted to type it in the chat so nobody can influence anybody. But I mean, it's Memphis though. They're the third best team. in the
Memphis
NBA.
Boston are gonna
Looking
come
like
up
right
I
eventually.
thought we was talking
Boston
about right now, which means
That's
the
why
team
I-
that's
that's
hot.
why I don't know
JD,
how
let's
the
go,
Warriors
JD.
got
Let's
picked.
go, JD.
We are, and they're the third best team in the NBA.
The
So
Warriors
So
is
Grizzlies
wrong.
6?
Or second. One of them second or
Grizzlies
third.
Grizzlies won. Mm-hmm.
All right, 7, Shaq.
Boston.
Thank you.
Boston.
Boo up.
Boston.
I'm actually gonna go with Dallas. No, I'm joking. I got Boston.
All right, it's the Celtics. That's already 4. Number 8, Shaq.
I'm gonna
Shaq's
show some
pick.
love to Cleveland. I'm gonna show some love to
Oh
Cleveland.
wow. Definitely thought you was going to Luka. I'm going Luka, JD.
Dub.
Luka.
Mm-hmm. Boo up.
I'm gonna go Dallas too.
Yeah, I
Mars.
got Dallas. Yeah, I got
All right.
Dallas.
Number 9, Shaq.
I'm gonna try Cleveland again.
Dub.
This is nastiness. Shaq,
Utah.
I can't believe what's going on. What?
Yo, I don't think I understand power ranking. Like what does that
JD,
actually mean?
I'm going Bulls.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
This is gross.
Yeah.
The Bulls on a 6-game losing streak though.
I thought it was
Yeah,
just
I don't
based
give
on
a
how
damn.
they're playing right now.
But that's
how
why I
been
said
doing
We're
that.
talking
is
about
Mars.
right now. This is
But okay, but well, here's the thing. But if it's right now, then like what's the benchmark? Like how far back do we go? Are we going those 5 games that the Bulls just lost?
I'm
LeBron-
going
LeBron
based
didn't-
off of that.
LeBron didn't clarify. LeBron didn't clarify on the doc.
It's a power
It's
ranking.
still
so
a power
it's-
ranking.
It's how strong the team is right now. So just because the Bulls are on a 6-game losing streak or 5-game, whatever it is, doesn't mean that the Bulls still
They're
aren't
still
scary.
top 10.
They
They're
still have
top
2
10.
top 10 players
Bet.
in the NBA.
I'm with that.
They're
They
still
have
right. That's why I
and-
understand they slipping, but they for sure still top 10.
And also because 2 weeks ago the Bulls would have been damn near been at the top, and Boston was way down here. So just
Isn't the
as
Bulls
Boston
still
moved
top
up a
3 in the
little
East
bit
or
and
no?
they came down. It doesn't.
Nah, they're
It's
fourth.
still all
The
balanced.
fourth. Okay.
But I think the Sixers and the Bucks are tied, I believe.
I
Okay,
think
one
the
of those.
Celtics.
Okay,
I
okay.
think the Celtics have a good chance of beating the Bulls.
I think we should have just went last 10 games. That
That's
would have
what
probably
I
been a
would
better
That-
picture.
That's
No,
how
That's
I'm
how
doing
that's how I
anyway.
interpret it anyway. That's how I did it.
I think that's a terrible interpretation.
I thought that's
honestly.
how power rankings work. It's just based on how the team.
Yeah, nah. I just think is if Steph is playing bad for 6 games and is in a crazy slump for 10 games, they're still saying he's top 5, top 6 player in the NBA.
You
Yeah,
guys
so
are.
am I, but that's not a power ranking. A power
It
ranking.
is. It's a power ranking of players.
No, that's just ranking players.
Nah, it's a power ranking of players.
That's what I'm saying. Like, everybody gets so confused.
the craziest deja
Of what?
I've had this conversation has happened before. This is
It has, JD. We talked about this before, like with the power ranking, and somebody explained. I think it was Mars, like you gave the definition of it or whatever, and I'm just like,
Good
yeah, that
topic.
confused me even worse.
No, like this specific like player in power ranking thing that was wild. All right, So I have
topic.
Cavs.
The way to run from Mars, by the way. Yeah, he's still
Run from what?
He's still Mars. He hasn't turned into War Machine just yet, so that's why I called him Mars.
Run,
Way
how-
over.
run. I'm in shape, Shaq. I can run from what? Like I said my piece, and I stand by that.
Okay.
You want to see a duel, Shaq? Just create one.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure Mars almost War Machine in about 30 seconds has some beef with you, but I mean I don't want to bring that to the forefront right now. We're still ranking the teams.
I don't have beef.
okay.
Boston got picked. If they weren't in the top 10, then
Mars, you've been here for about 60 shows. I'm pretty sure you can find something.
Yo, Shaq, leave him alone, bro.
You got a dossier full of dossier. You have a dossier full of gripes with Dale. But all right, let's my bad.
JD, we on 9 right now?
Yeah, dub.
Oh shoot. Wait, who did y'all pick last time?
Cavs
The
and Bulls have been picked.
You picked the Cavs over Utah?
Is that
Thank
your
you,
pick?
Dub. Thank you,
You guys
Dub.
are
me and
nasty.
Dub agreeing a lot today.
Yeah,
Crazy.
you guys are nasty.
Mars,
bro.
that's yours.
Yeah, I got Utah.
Boo up.
You said the Cavs and Bulls been picked.
Cavs, Bulls, Jazz now.
They've been picked in this
That-
round. Yeah.
They haven't been picked. They're still available.
Oh, okay. I'm going to say Cavs.
Euro,
Bulls.
Ron, tiebreaker.
Utah.
Shaq, number 10.
So the Bulls have been picked.
No.
I'll go Bulls.
Dub,
Bulls.
boo up.
Cavs.
Mars,
Denver.
Yo, I was thinking that too, Mars. I was definitely thinking I'm gonna switch it
Euro.
to Denver. I thought it was
Yo,
gonna be
Dale,
OG.
That's
never
crazy that you
forget
were
this
thinking
day.
about that because you're sitting
Dale.
there for so long.
Dale,
Yo.
never forget this day. Like this is the official separation of Dale and Dub. Like it started last show, but today is the line in the
Ceiling.
sand. Yeah, no, he's off you.
Shaq, stop it, bro.
Dub and Mars about to be texting on the
I'll
side.
switch
They,
it.
they
I'll
come, they
switch it.
coming for one of you guys.
I'm switching to Denver.
They're
switching
coming to take
Denver.
down one of y'all kingdoms.
Mars, what you got?
Yeah, I got Denver.
Wait, hold on. Shaq, Dub,
I like
Boo up. You
today.
said
I said the Cavs.
Cavs. That's right. Okay. Euro,
Bulls. Or did we pick them?
no, there's still, you can vote on them. Ron,
Can I get the Lakers? all right. I'll take the Bulls. I'll take the Bulls. Damn.
Dale,
Clippers.
Right, everybody. Guys,
Here's the power rankings: Suns, Sixers, Heat, Bucks, Warriors, Grizzlies, Celtics, Mavericks, Jazz, Bulls. Wow, what a fun segment. Okay, moving on.
yeah, that was pretty. That was pretty bad.
Yeah, that was rough. Very rough.
Why?
kill it.
Because the Celtics didn't make it. They have the worst record out of all of those teams, bro.
They made
Celtics-
it.
Yeah,
the
but-
Celtics made it.
The only thing they got going for
So-
themselves is that they on a what, like a 3-game win streak?
They don't like a
Yo.
10 game.
But they're
They're like
stride.
8-2 in their last 10.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
in
Nero, that's
stride right
pretty-
now,
Best,
man.
Yeah.
best defense in the league.
Exactly.
Like the second best record since the new year. But it's no point.
Power rankings wise, they should probably be top 5 though.
And the Warriors should not be top 10, but
Agreed.
it's
I
what it
think the
is.
Warriors always
Hey,
got to be top 10.
They still got the 4th best record in the league, though.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
the
and
Warriors
in
is-
past
but-
power rankings,
it
they
is-
would have been top 2, but now
Right.
2 and 8, they have
Yeah,
been
it's,
top 1.
it's weird you
Yeah.
guys can't get around that, but all right.
It's a stupid segment.
YS, thank you.
I mean, Ron
Because
did
if
it.
we name all the
Whitaker,
top
thank
10
you for the
teams
subs.
that you think gonna go to the chip in order, the Warriors might be top 5. I don't
Yeah,
care
they
about
will,
the
for
stupid
sure.
regular season power rankings.
They might be. Then again, they might not be.
The Warriors might not be.
They might
Yeah,
not
Warriors
be.
have 0. Yeah, I
they
don't.
not.
Yeah, you want me to say something?
Okay.
The
Yes,
Suns, the
please.
Suns might be.
Yeah, the
them.
Suns are coming out of the West, and it's not even close. It's gonna be. Yeah,
All right.
it's yeah. All right, watch.
All right. Okay.
I
What's the
Suns
next-
as well.
Tracy McGrady versus Jayson Tatum.
Who made this? Because this isn't
this is
fair.
a terrible comparison.
This is not even fair.
Ron, I actually looked at this one and was like, "That's clever," but
this isn't bad to me though. This is funny.
yeah,
It's not bad, though.
I hated the last segment, but this I said we can have fun.
Yeah, listen, we're gonna have to wait and see what people's answers are before we say this is too easy.
This
you know
one
what I'm saying?
No, I
is
said
for
this
sure.
isn't bad. This isn't
I feel
bad.
like this one's blasphemous. You know what? I feel like we should get into some current news and then come back to this one, just because we need some back and forth here.
All right.
Let's get into current news. Demar Derozan and Luka Doncic named Eastern and Western Conference Players of the Month for February. Luka's averages were 34, 8, and 10. Demar averaged 34, 5, and 6. Comments, questions, concerns?
Good job.
Good picks. Yeah, two solid picks.
Joel Embiid drops 43 and 14 as the Sixers beat the Bulls. Bulls on a 5-game losing streak. Phillies undefeated. James Harden in the lineup. Okay. Nets lose to the Celtics. Dope. Here we go. Kyrie's quote on Celtics fans. It's like a scorned girlfriend who wants an explanation on why I left, but still hoping for a text back. Let's hear it.
Kyrie's a funny guy. That's
I know.
after playing badly as well, for him to disrespect the Celtics fans like that.
You think he disrespected them?
Yeah, how did he disrespect them?
How's that not disrespect?
Well, they asked him a question. Hey, how do you feel about the Bulls and the consistent? And then he answered the question. He didn't come out and sat there and bring up this. They just asked the question.
I mean, he did dig deep for that, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I
That
think,
was
here's the
weird.
thing. Like,
That's
I feel
not
like,
an off the cuff.
I feel like this. I feel like this.
Thought about.
Kyrie,
did this.
you know, he
Okay,
was
so
well
now-
within his right. He was well within his right to clap back. That's an elite level clap back right there. I feel like that is
So what's
super.
wrong with that?
There's
If-
nothing
if-
wrong with that. But
Oh,
here's the
wrong with
thing.
it, but it doesn't mean it wasn't
Here's the
disrespect.
thing, though. I feel like the people that have an issue with it take his history into account and how petty he is and how, like, in general, his perception is that he thinks he's above everybody else. And so for him to say that about a fan base that, you know what I mean, was championing him, like getting there, it is what it is. Now, we do know Boston fans, of course, you know what I'm saying? And they're not the fucking, you know, knight in shining armor either. So, like, I don't have an issue with him saying that. I just think
Euro,
it's-
do you
it's
think that that's
hilarious.
true? That Boston wants Kyrie back? Is that what he meant by that? Because that's how I interpret it.
No, that's not how I interpret it. I think it's just like Kyrie was done with the relationship before the Boston fans were able to be done. You know what I'm saying? And he left before they turned on him completely. You know what I'm saying? And so now they're trying to get like their little shit off and, you know what I mean, get even with Kyrie by booing him. And he's just like, dog, I'm unbothered. I'm at a better situation for myself.
Yeah, they trying to
And
get
they
him
don't
to
like
take-
it. And
Uh,
they let him know. And he's like tearing the scab off the wound. You know what I mean?
Shaq, you don't think Boston fans would take Kyrie back?
I think any NBA team would take any player, even Kyrie, Dame, Clay. I don't think it's like particular to Kyrie. I specifically took it as in it was a weird analogy just for me. Like, I know people say they don't. I need it explained to me even furthermore because I'm still confused.
I got it.
You confused
Yeah.
about
You
what
got
he's
it?
saying? No,
No,
I understood what he said. It was simple. It was clear to me.
Pertaining to
They
what?
still,
No, like what like
Pertaining
where's your
to why they-
confusion?
Why do they
confusion?
want? What's the text back? Like, what? They just want him to text anything, but like respond, or they want him
It's like-
to text
no,
back
it's
and
like
say,
they
"Hey, I
want
want to."
acknowledgement.
No, they want
acknowledgement.
acknowledgement. It's like,
They
you know
want
what he
acknowledgement.
said? Like the full quote, he was also like, you know what? Like I'm paraphrasing here, but he was like, I enjoyed my time in Boston or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
still have
Uh-huh.
friends
The thing-
and family.
Exactly.
Right.
But the thing is, the way he packaged it, it's almost like a backhanded comment or a compliment. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, I liked it, but like, chill, man. I'm off y'all. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's where.
What makes you think
like,
that they're
the
not off
disrespect-
them? Like, that's what I'm confused about.
This is my point.
They
Shaq.
are,
This
but
is
it's
that
people.
they
It's two
are,
people
right.
scoring.
This is the thing. You can let the fan boo and they say it, all the stuff because it's in their own right. It's in Kyrie's right to feel that way and say what he feel. Like he's one person amongst thousands of fans booing him.
Uh-huh.
All he's saying is, this is my feelings to all of those fans booing him. You know how he views himself. He's an entertainer, my craft, this, that, and third. The fans are booing him. So be it. Damn, like, relax, y'all. It's just like, where was he last time with the other thing that he
Couldn't
hated?
that be
He
with
was in
any fan
Cleveland.
base? I don't think
Remember?
it's particular
Remember
to
when he was in
Boston. That's
Cleveland?
what
Remember
I'm
when
saying
he was
what
in
you guys don't want me to say. I just said it. Anywhere Kyrie goes and fans want a reaction back out of you. How is this pertaining? This pertains to any fan base, correct?
It doesn't.
I mean, but
he's
been going at them though. Like, didn't he sage the Garden? Like, to me, that's like elite level shit talking too.
He wouldn't say that if he's in LA and they're booing him. He wouldn't say they're like a scorned ex. He's never been with LA. So if he said this with the Lakers, I'd be like, damn, Kyrie, you really full of yourself. Like, but
so Dale, so is this like, so was this a clever analogy? Like, this was clever?
Not even a clever one. It just makes sense. Like, oh yeah, the X is tight that I dipped on them.
So what can Boston?
The only thing I didn't like at the moment is when he said like, oh, like I left and I'm doing better. Right now, y'all not doing better. That was the only thing how I didn't agree with. Right now, you're not doing better than your ex because, like y'all said, your ex is trending up. If you know you're going to be there in the playoff and you're healthy and then whatever, then you could smile in your ex face. But right now, you're not doing better than your ex. That was my only.
That's why this is so weird to me.
It's just like, don't be petty with somebody that you know petty. Like, Kyrie will get petty with you. You don't care. You can't tell somebody how to get their lick back. That's just all I know.
Yeah, for sure.
But then couldn't the Boston Celtics fans say that we're getting our lick back, we're trending up, we're in front of you in front of the standings, correct? If I'm not mistaken.
What they want.
They do say that.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I don't think Kyrie was being Kyrie nasty the way Shaq thinks it was Kyrie nasty. Because I know he wants to get his Kyrie back.
Good analogy, Kyrie. My bad.
Ben Simmons is expected to return to Philly and join the Nets on the bench in the Wells Fargo Arena.
If he's not going to play, it doesn't matter.
Sitting,
it doesn't
watching.
matter. He's going to get booed.
I want to know why he's even showing up.
Yeah, I would be nervous.
The only reason I would show up is to suit up and bust their ass. That would be the only reason I show up.
If he doesn't show up, he's going to get killed in the media, realistically.
Yeah, I hope.
Ducking Philly and stuff.
I hope nothing nasty is going to happen,
true.
but I can, like, I wouldn't be surprised if somebody tried to throw something at him, Like, even if it's just like a balled up piece of paper or something like that.
That'd be weird.
You think so?
I mean,
it's Philly.
I said that'd be weird. No, I get it. I just said that'd be weird.
Yeah, it's always weird when people throw shit.
Yeah, that'd be weird.
I mean, but you saw what happened at the beginning of the season. Was it this season or last season where fans just went crazy, fighting in the stands, spitting on Trae Young and all that kinds of stuff, man? Like,
Philly fans threw stuff on Russ in the playoffs last year. So.
Yeah, there you go. You know what I'm saying? Like, they are. If any fan base is known for something like that, it's definitely Philly.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely right.
LeBron on being one of the best scorers of all time. When they talk about the best scorers of all time, they never mention my name. It pisses me off.
I mean,
I'm with LeBron. I agree.
I mean,
I don't agree.
He's at 30. Boo up. Why don't you agree? You got it.
I mean, like, what do he mean by that? Like,
he thinks he should be in that conversation.
He's I get it. I understand it. I know he's probably going to be clearly the greatest scorer, like, total wise, but I don't see how he thinks he's a top 5 scorer, like scoring, not player, scoring the basketball. I don't see that.
So you don't think him being a top 5 makes him a top 5 scorer?
Is Karl Malone a top 5 scorer? He's second.
I mean, he's number 2. When I think of Malone, I think of a scorer.
I do too, but I don't think top 5 scorer of all time, though.
Did you have LeBron top 10 as a scorer?
Yeah.
That means he's probably that would mean he's in the conversation with him.
I mean, that's what I mean. Like, that's what I'm asking. Like, what do he mean by it? Like, do he feel like he's supposed to be like higher on the list? I think he's top 10 in that list, in that category, but I just don't think he's Kevin Durant with it or Kobe Bryant with it. Definitely not Michael Jordan with it. So I mean, like,
I think T-Mac's probably a better scorer than
I think Carmelo is a better scorer than LeBron James.
Mm-hmm. And it has nothing to do with the totals or anything. It just has to do with
versatility.
Honestly, it's the versatility.
And here I'm about to lose my mind again.
But why does versatility matter?
I'm about to lose my mind again because this is exactly what we were at odds about a couple episodes ago when I said, this is a quantity versus quality issue. You know what I'm saying?
And Melo.
Exactly. This is what Dub. You didn't understand that, but now you're saying that.
No, Euro. You was talking about the only thing I heard from that whole entire conversation was open court and handles. I didn't hear anything else from you. That's all I heard was open court and handles.
Then you have selective hearing.
That's all you said.
That's all I had to say. What do you mean? And you zeroing in on it again. You're doing it again.
How am I
What
doing?
did you just say about this? What
Tell
did you
me
just say about this?
I said that I think that Melo's bag is deeper than PG's. I just think that for within myself. I think
No,
that
I'm not.
that
I'm
guy's
not. I'm
bag
not.
is
No,
deeper
not.
than
I'm talking about the
James.
LeBron joint.
Yeah, I think that
When
I think that a lot of guys is more versatile and can score on all three levels of the court better than LeBron James. That's just me. That's just me.
Can I ask you a question?
What?
Okay, so just quick little tidbit. When you said that you think those players are bigger scorer, I get it 100%, right? And you said you don't care about LeBron's. You said not his total points because he has higher, right? Why is that?
Because that's a longevity thing for me for his total points.
Mm-hmm.
He played that long and accumulated all of it.
But him and Melo played the same amount of years.
Yeah, but Melo didn't sustain that level of prime that LeBron was able to sustain.
And is that LeBron's fault?
It's not LeBron's fault, but if I take that in consideration, like Karl Malone is the second leading scoring big man, but I think that probably Shaq is better than him scoring the ball.
So
or
based
Hakeem
on
Olajuwon.
you saying all these bags and stuff, it proves to your point that a number is just a number, and a way someone could bring their game to a basketball game is very different.
It is for me because it's like for me, if a guy's more versatile, it forces the defenses to be more honest.
He's
Now you
going
can't-
back to Russell Westbrook, by the way.
Thank
can't-
you, Mars. Now let's
No.
take Russell Westbrook's 24 points.
Are
And
you
Steve,
Del? Stop.
I'm
Stop.
just
No,
asking.
stop.
And the
Because
fact
you're
that
gonna sit here and try
I'm
to
not
tell
gonna
me.
sit here. I
No,
can
no,
stand
no.
up
You're
and say
gonna
the
sit
same
here.
thing.
No. I never said.
Stupid,
Del, just stop. Because you're going back to this Russell Westbrook train. The whole thing
It's
about
not
the
a
whole Russell
train.
Westbrook. Because no. We wasn't
no.
talking about Steve Nash and Russell Westbrook that score. I'm saying that to me, Russell Westbrook was just more of a scorer than Steve Nash, and we all know this.
He
We all-
is.
It's not.
Right.
It's not
But-
even. It's not
But
even.
you made it seem because Steve Nash doesn't average the same point, his impact will not be felt. And that's what I'm trying to get. How come? That's all I'm trying to understand.
Because I just think that Russell Westbrook's probably more of an aggressive scorer than Steve Nash.
God, you're back to scoring. All right, well, forget it.
But
you would
no,
never
you're
get it.
asking. You're talking about the points per game, right?
No, you're talking
Melo-
about the points per game.
You brought it up. I never said it.
I'm bringing it up with Russ and Nash because you
That's what
say
I'm
Steve
talking
Nash
about.
would never score 30. He could never have
Because
20.
the Thunder had to rely. The Thunder had to rely on that scoring ability.
They had to rely because that's what Russ is good at. What is you not understanding?
But bro, then I keep telling you back to the same point. Who the hell on that team are they rely on that
All right.
Steve Nash can make a reliable score?
Circles.
The thing that I'm confused. The thing that I'm confused about is that LeBron should for sure be considered a top scorer, no matter or one of the best scorers that ever played a game of basketball. One of the best scorers now. I mean, he's at 37, 38, dropping 58. Other guys' careers higher is not even close to that, or still under that.
Sorry, Shaq. One more thing. I'm sorry, Shaq. What happened the next year when the same OKC team traded Russell Westbrook away for Chris Paul? Just answer that question.
That was a whole different team, though. That was a completely different team.
Facts.
Just tell me what happened.
They made the playoffs.
Because
They
it's Chris
was
Paul.
like the 6th seed or something like that.
Did CP score as much as Russ?
No.
Okay.
But I think CP's a better player than Steve Nash. So that point's
Do you
invalid.
think he's a better player than Russ?
Who, CP3?
Mm-hmm.
I think they're like one and the same. I think
Oh,
there's
I
neck and
can't
neck
wait
with
to
each
get
other.
to the player
I
segment.
think
Shaq.
I think CP3 is
Can't
better in
wait.
my eyes. I will want CP3, but that's because
By
I
a
just-
mile.
Yo, we'll get into all of this in a little bit. Believe me.
Wait, you're taking CP3 over Russ?
Me,
Yeah.
I would.
Okay.
But not Nash over Russ.
Because I just think that I don't think that Nash is as good as you guys make him out to be.
And I
And
also
especially on
agree.
the and then we didn't even
I agree with
get
that.
and you guys keep making this an offensive thing. What about the defensive thing?
They don't want to think of
Steve
that.
Nash
They
is-
claim that
Steve Nash is a liability, bro.
If
And
Russ was a
Curry,
great defender,
Stephen
I'd be
Curry,
like, cool.
great
but
defender, bro. If Russ is an average defender, like
mean-
you said, then Steve Nash is way below average. He's
exactly.
way
That's the
below that.
point. That's
but
the
being
problem.
5 out of 10 is
But-
just.
I'm
But-
sorry,
okay.
JD, but it's liabilities everywhere. Like
That's
everyone
a
said
fact.
Steph was a liability, but they was looking at
everywhere.
but they look at the best
Everywhere.
defensive team in the NBA. But
I
it's
mean,
okay.
career-wise,
What's next on
Steve
the
Nash
docket?
averaged.
They had a bunch
What's your
of
favorite
people.
word
They
now,
had a
Shaq? What's
wait,
next
wait,
on
wait,
the
wait.
Jay
docket?
Will
No,
said
that's
nobody
false.
can guard anybody.
That's
Right.
false. That's so false, though, because they had a lot of defensive players that could shield Stephen Curry with Iguodala, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green. You didn't have that in OKC who could shield it other than Roberson.
So no
Like,
one
come
was
on.
shit. No one
Serge
was
was playing
sharing.
defense.
I was about to
Right,
say
no,
they had
was playing
Ibaka too.
defense.
Steven Adams was in the mix too.
I'm
Just
talking
let
about
him
I'm talking
go.
about perimeter. I'm talking about perimeter play.
The only players that
Perimeter.
we would say weren't elite defenders on that team is maybe KD and Russ. Everyone knows he was a defender.
Who else
So
was an elite perimeter defender?
Let me ask you this because you
Well, they
said
only played two
what do
players
you
on the
mean
team.
by shield? Do you mean like they switching Steph off of another like the guy that is has the ball and switching a better defender onto him, or do you mean like the better defenders are helping Steph like
No,
actually
like
playing
that
help side defense?
No. It's like you said. They try their best to put the better defender. Like Steph Curry's not going out there and guarding James Harden.
They did the same thing with Russ.
He's not doing. In that series,
What series?
Russ at that time was a good was probably an above average.
And
defensive
Roberson
player.
was better, so they put Roberson.
He
on
was,
the best
but
players.
Russell Westbrook at that time was an above average defender.
Okay.
Most of the time, Russ did guard his man.
Was it above average defender? Roberson at that time was a top 5 defender in the league.
I said Russell Westbrook.
Yeah,
Oh,
but the
okay.
OKC would still rather Roberson on the other team's
I
best
just
player.
don't think. I think they would just struggle mainly because of the Steve Nash liability and the scoring load that Russell Westbrook had. That's it.
Andre Roberson was a super liability. His ass could not
He was.
shoot.
And
He
Roberson was a
couldn't do
crazy
nothing on
liability.
offense. He couldn't do a
Crazy
thing on
liability
offense.
on offense.
But
Yo,
now,
Del,
really, that's the coach's fault though. You gotta know how to utilize people that
does
can't
Steve
shoot.
Does Steve Nash make Roberson a reliable scoring option?
No, he
No.
doesn't make him a reliable scoring option. But what does that? Was he a reliable scoring option with Russell Westbrook?
No.
No, that's
So
why.
why are you asking me? What are you asking me?
Because they needed that from Russell to score.
Oh
So
my
do you
God,
think
bro.
Steve Nash was good at
Holy
forget it, bro. Like, forget it. I'm gonna go watch
He
a
can't
church
get
league
off
and see
of
how
that.
it goes because you're not really just comprehending the way basketball works at all. You're not.
Insane.
You're not comprehending the way basketball
you're
works.
overrating.
You're
You're
not.
overrating this guy. You're overrating this guy.
You're
not
overrating
overrated.
Steve Nash.
I'm
You're
not.
overrating
You're
Steve
overrating
Nash.
the hell out of him.
Okay,
Yeah,
you
Steve
can
Nash
say
is being
I'm
overrated.
But dub takes has nothing to do with me
I
overrated.
also
Nash.
agree with
It's just
that.
Real blasphemous.
I also agree with
I can
that.
overrate him, but dub takes is nothing to do with any overrate. Like
Nah.
he's just not comprehending the way basketball works, which is fine. It's okay. He plays in church league.
Del, bro, but you're just
We're off this. We're off
Yeah, we're
this.
gonna
We're
go
off
ahead.
this because you're just gonna keep saying the same thing over and over. Seattle Mayor on the chances of NBA coming back to Seattle. The odds are high. I feel good about our opportunity. How important is it for Seattle to get an NBA team back, man? For me, extremely.
Major. That's one of those storied, franchises from the 90s. It was kind of dirty. I forget what the exact history was, but it was kind of dirty how the owner kind of sold the city out, right? And shipped the team to OKC. So
Yeah.
I would love for the Sonics to get not the Sonics. I would love for Seattle to get another franchise. Hopefully, they can bring the Sonics back. I would hate for them to get a team and then they'll name it something like the Starbucks Coffees or something like that.
It would be the Sonics. The Sonics is trademarked in Seattle.
Yo, the Starbucks coffee is kind of heat.
No, come on, man.
That's a bad name.
And then they have all the big time like legends that are part of it. Like I know Gary Payton is a huge endorser for this. So everybody just wants to see that.
I got to
Great
challenge you
fan
on
base.
that. The Seattle
What?
Starbucks is way better than the Seattle Supersonics.
Why?
Get out of here.
You know why it's the
JD,
Supersonics,
mute
right?
him. Mute him, JD.
I don't know what he's doing.
No, you're what? Why does that matter?
Too loud, anyways. Mute him.
Do you
Because
know?
it's
Do you know what
it's the whole-
Starbucks means to Seattle?
Do you know what Boeing means to Seattle?
I think Starbucks means more. To be honest, that's just my take.
Recency bias. If
That's fine.
it's not for Boeing, there's no Starbucks.
Discussion. There's no way this is a discussion.
I mean, the Seattle Starbucks is a fire ass name.
That's
Starbucks can be the name sponsor right here, Starbucks Arena or whatever. I'm not mad at that.
Nah, it's Climate Pledge Arena.
Yeah, so Seattle's actually getting their arena revamped. And that's one of the main reasons why the NBA is reconsidering going.
It's already done, Ron.
Know. Yeah,
I don't understand how you guys let a lot of these NBA names slide, but the Seattle Starbucks isn't a fire ass name.
The Seattle.
Shaq, are you serious?
What is wrong with that name? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I mean, and for number one, it's a company. There's no franchise named after a company. Let's get that out the way.
The Seattle.
Let's just think about the
Las Vegas IBM.
That's a little different.
You know what?
That's a little different.
Louisville Apple.
I'm just talking. I'm just speaking to the name. Like I think the Starbuckers. The
Seattle International House of Pancakes.
but the Supersonics out of nowhere is just a good name because you guys have heard it for over the last 30 years.
It's the city's history.
So is Starbucks. I'm voting Starbucks. It's the Seattle Starbuckers, actually. That's even better. Shout out to chat.
Wow. Where am I at? Bradley Beal is leaning towards resigning with the Wizards under a 5-year, $246 million contract. Good move or bad move?
Who cares?
Good for his pocket.
Yeah, good for his pockets.
I'm signing that tomorrow. I don't care.
That's why he's doing all this song and dance. He's not going anywhere. Nobody's passing up that type of money because Bradley Beal knows wherever he goes, he's not winning a championship. So why would he even risk the money? Where are you going to go, Bradley? Who are you going to team up with?
Bradley can go somewhere and win a championship.
To where?
We've seen it done before.
Where's he going to go? With the max contract, where's he going to go?
He should go to Dallas.
I mean,
Dallas.
a lot of teams do sign and trades. That's kind of how a certain player left.
Boo-Wop, I like Dallas.
To the Warriors.
Yeah,
nasty.
But I like Luka with Devin Booker, so I hope that doesn't work.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you could see him playing with Devin Booker, then I definitely.
It's pretty
similar.
I can see that. I can for sure see that. I still don't think they win a championship though, but Luka and D-Book. That's like 4 or 5 years down the road that Luka and D-Book take.
Let me ask you this though: Is
Shaq,
250 mil
individual, Shaq, bro? Wow, bro.
Let me ask you this: Is 250 mil enough money to buy you off for not ever being mentioned in the conversation?
Yes,
of like champions and everything like that. That's enough.
It goes both ways.
Some people just don't care about that.
I'm happy with both.
Especially ones that already have made all this money before. Like Bradley Beal hasn't been the player that hasn't been earning a lot of money. Like he's always had decent contracts, hasn't he?
Yeah, no, Bradley Beal, I think this is his second max contract.
All he has to do is wait to the end. He can wait to the end, right? Exiting his prime, he can try to go win one. And if he wins one, then good. If not, you got to take the money, man. They don't give a fuck about you. You got to take the money.
Here's also the thing, though. The Wizards can pay him a little bit extra than these other teams, which is like 20 mil, 20, 30 mil. I think it's 30. But I mean, do you take 30 mil less? And
no. Your family legacy means a lot more than.
You're right. But in the grand scheme of things, I know 30 million is 30 million. But we're talking about 220 million compared to 250. Now you just think about KD's move. When the move that he made, a lot of it was based around off the court endorsement, sponsorships.
He's making that money back.
Exactly what I'm saying. You go play in an LA market, a San Francisco market, even a New York market. You're making that money off the court, and your name and your prestige is going up as well.
I mean,
the thing is that KD wasn't going to get moved from Golden State unless he wanted to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Bradley Beal, I don't think he has that cachet to where he says, you know what, I'm gonna go to the Lakers, a big time.
It's gonna be like Westbrook
and make that money back or whatever. Exactly. He's gonna get shipped out the second that it doesn't work out.
Yeah.
So I don't
sign
know.
Local pizza shop deals though.
Yeah, I don't know if there's enough local pizza shops around to make up to 20 million. But the reason why I asked that, not to compare it to KD, I was more so because we talked about Dame and his loyalty and how he's just so steadfast with at least seemingly staying with the Blazers for whatever reason. You know what I mean?
I mean, taxes. That's a hell of a reason. Yeah,
that's true.
In Portland.
Okay. I didn't think about that.
That is
right.
I mean, he making that, his max contract is looking a lot different than his super max looks different than everybody else's due to state tax and strictly off state tax. Because when guys come over here to the EuroLeague and they talk about how much money the NBA is actually taking from them, it's nasty. I mean, they're making a lot, the max guys, but the guys that aren't making so much, like it's a nasty tax not what is it called? Well, they're just getting taxed crazy, and I'll just leave it at that. So,
all right, let's talk about our favorite guy. Kyrie hired his stepmom, Shatilia. How do you pronounce that? Shatilia Riley?
Uncultured of you.
This is ridiculous now at this point. I don't know what type of
hired a stepmom.
You don't.
As his new agent.
You don't know.
The only black woman representing an active NBA.
I don't like how you said black woman either. Like I don't like what's going on here. I don't like what's going on here. I feel like this is careless. This is reckless. This is like.
I was going to invite you to the cookout too this summer. JD.
Say her name then.
Oh look, you could have just said Miss Irving.
Are you gonna try and say it, or are you just gonna roast me?
No,
Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
I'm not. The doc is enough for me.
Okay,
I'm not gonna be irresponsible.
Look at you guys, phonies.
Where's it at?
At least I tried.
Hold on, I'm looking for it right now.
I like it. I mean, but I like it though. I like Kyrie pushing the line. But she's not the first black woman to represent an NBA player. I think that milestone has already been reached, and it's nasty as fuck to say that's a milestone because I'm tired of hearing like the first ever black anything, whether it's women or men in 2022 in America. Like I hate anytime that happens, not for the accomplishment and finally getting some semblance of equality, just the fact that it's taken so long. I hate it with a passion.
The fact that it's even an accomplishment and not just a norm is
what I mean?
Yeah, I mean that's where the country.
Like if you're good enough to do a
it's
job,
sad.
it shouldn't matter what color you are or whatever. Just do the job. That's how it should be.
And the people that push that narrative is obviously the media. That's not owned by black folks. Unless you're talking about Uninterrupted, but they didn't cover that.
I mean, but yeah, but we still got they still got to get it out there though. Like I'm 100% with you, but it has to be mentioned.
What I'm saying is like I don't like it seeming like a patch over the issue that we.
Oh no, I don't.
Socially, it's like it's like the Obama thing. You know what I mean? We voted Obama for president, and all of a sudden, yeah, race is done. We defeated it. Thank God. Moving on. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that type of talk at all.
I know, and you're absolutely right, but. A lot of these things, I mean, a lot of richest people in the world, I mean, it's white people, so they're going to give all of those opportunities to people they know, which is going to be white people.
Don't say that. The Western world.
And
let's not
the
get
Western
that
world.
twisted.
Yeah, Western world. My bad. In this
no, in Europe too. I haven't seen one. Well, then who are we not talking about then? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Africa, Asia.
I mean, everybody there's black, and they also have cities there where it's majority white people. In their majority upper class, so this is it just happens everywhere. In plenty of cities. I don't have to. I promise you it is. How about that? I don't have to name the cities. I promise you it is. I don't have to name the cities. I don't have to. I promise you it exists. Now so it doesn't exist.
It doesn't exist.
Then what are we talking about?
I'm trying to paint context. You brought up something. I'm trying to get you to
there is no
rebuttal.
Okay, Euro, to your point, black African Americans also do this. Every human being does this. We all do it. So just to say that only the West that's not true. That's the only point that I'm making.
If you're not trying to point nothing out specifically, you don't want to have this conversation because I can go all day with this.
Then let's have the fucking conversation. let's have the fucking conversation in Euro. I'm not scared to have this conversation with you. I've been all around the world just like you have.
That's cool.
We both have, and we've both seen both sides of the spectrum, and we agree on this.
Yes, okay. See, and this is here we are again, man. Shaq versus Euro. It's never a versus. We always talk about the same thing. We argue, and then it's like, oh shit, we talking about the same thing.
we won't. No, because you slipped in there that it only happens in the Western world, and I'm like, and then you said Europe is the West, so I'm thinking where doesn't it happen? And then you bring up Africa. And I know exactly. And I'm like, okay, so where doesn't it happen? And you bring up Africa. And this 1000% happens in Africa, just like it happens everywhere and with Caucasian people.
Right. And I'm trying to, because there's, you have to consider like what is happening in Africa too. Like what city are you talking about where this happens at in Africa, for example?
I mean, I don't want to be, you're right. I don't want to be irresponsible. And that's why I didn't answer. Euro, to your point.
Okay, then we can be done with that. We can just leave it at that and say, you know what, this is a topic that obviously has nothing to do with basketball. This is something completely different, and it's going to ruffle more feathers than we want to.
Toe the line.
We can move it.
We can
move it along.
Let's get it along.
Right. What's the this though that happens everywhere? I missed that part.
Just like outside of racism, just like a prejudice to like I prefer this person because they look like me, sound like me, talk like me.
Oh yeah, that's
everywhere. And I'm familiar with them.
That's not what I was going off of. Dub said about rich white people. Exactly. Dub said rich white people like run the world or whatever, and I was like, they run this side of the globe because there's a whole nother world out there. Like to your point, Shaq, you've been to all these places. Dell, you've been to all these places too.
But you know, the thing that I probably gets what, like the makeup of everything is like Shaq could say Africa, and it could be a black man running it, but his makeup on the way he wants to run Africa is based on probably a white man. How he think is correct.
Which country in Africa are we talking about? Because we can talk about the colonized nations, like Mali, for example. They just gave back the official language of English.
What just happened in Africa? Was it Nigeria when they was killing people? It was last summer.
This happens everywhere. This happens in the West also. And the Russians are killing Ukrainians right now.
When the cops was doing all that in Africa. No, we're just talking about Africa now because we know the Western is whatever, but we're just talking about Africa now. When the Nigerian police was, what was it called?
We're talking about the Boko Haram situation.
It was going crazy, and it's like there's black on black crime. Like that's basically what it looked
like.
No. You talking about SARS, like the SARS police. Exactly. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? So
let me clear this up though. I'm sorry. If you're in the chat and you don't like what's going on, then please leave. Because for some of us up here, this is our reality and this is what we deal with. It's all fun and games for us to come up here and ha hee ha about basketball, but when it comes to this real shit, everybody wants to, let's not know. We don't do that on this pod. That's not what happens. If that was the case, then we would take every single sponsorship that comes along. And no, we have everybody's best interest in mind. So and we hit far and wide. So if you don't like what's going on, this is the one time it gets real. Everybody like, let's move on. Why? I gotta wake up to this reality just like everybody else does, the same way JD does as well. So this is good conversation to have. We don't got to get all hair starting to stand up. No.
This is an uncomfortable conversation for sure. But to Shaq's point, man, and I do want to like preface, if we moving forward with a conversation like this for just a segment's sake, I do want to preface it by saying, dog, I fuck with everybody up here. I respect everybody's opinion, and I don't want the chat to get it confused just because we're getting loud with each other and we throwing F-bombs and this and that or whatever. And we are it's like a certain vitriol that we don't respect one another and value each other's opinion and stances on these situations. You know what I mean? So like, let's not get that twisted.
If they can't articulate that, then that's on them. You don't even have to preference that. Like, if you can, you know what I'm saying? If they can't articulate that, then it is what it is for them. You know what I'm saying?
For sure it is what it is. But what I'm saying is, the show, here's the thing. We have however many panelists we have like on screen, but I believe that the chat and the community, like in Discord and everything like that, is an additional panelist. It's the extra panelist. So if they're in the comments and they're saying whatever they want to say, that is moving, that has the power to move the conversation.
But
and
don't
change the
say,
narrative.
if they're saying move on, it's saying move on because they're not even paying attention to it. It's just like they're brushing it under the rug. That's why you can't say that. That's why I don't agree with what you're saying, because they ain't saying moving on because they just want to brush it on. Nah, listen to the words that's being said and then go from there. Maybe if you said something, Shaq would have been like, oh yeah, this person said something in the chat that could add to it. But you say move on, you're not. Why would you want to move on from something like a conversation like this? You know what I'm saying? Even if it's a sports, you know what I'm saying? Everything comes full circle.
Facts.
So if we say move on or whatever, and Dale, the way that you just put it, you know what I'm saying? I said that I respect the chat. If everybody wants to move on from this and let's stick to basketball and let's do that, like we can do that. I respect that. I have no issue with that because I can find 1,000 people that I can argue this up and down.
Of course, yeah. What? Right.
All right, let's do that then.
Yo, bro, JD.
Shout out to Hammer 525252 again, coming through, gifting 5 to the community. Respect, man. Appreciate the support.
Good looks.
Kyrie, 2-time All-Star Vic Oladipo made his debut last night. Dub?
It was nice. I liked it.
I didn't watch the game, so how was he looking?
He looked pretty good. I mean, they're being easy on him, but he looked pretty good. He had a good
scored 11 in
box
14
score.
minutes.
I know
I
he
seen
did.
that. I picked him
That's
up
why
on
I
my
said he looked good.
fantasy
But
team, so I saw the stats.
how many guys, puts on a show like that in like 10 minutes and then, they're not really back into form. So you can't sit here and be like, yeah, he's back into form based off that alone. So we need more time to see if, Victor's, got his legs up under him.
My thing about Victor Oladipo is, especially if he's gonna be coming off the bench, Victor Oladipo can be 75% of what he was. He was a 2-time All-Star. If he's coming off the bench, it's like, come on, bro. That's a major plus. Anybody in the league, anybody would take Victor Oladipo coming off their bench.
But if you're saying All-Star Oladipo, does that conflict with what Tyler Hero is doing right now, coming off the bench as well?
Nah, it just makes him stronger. If anything, I don't agree with Doug. Other players make other players better. So I don't see why Tyler Hero and Victor Oladipo both can't come off the bench going crazy.
They could come off the bench.
Oh, Doug catching us straight there.
This isn't.
It wasn't even meant to be that way. I'm saying I think
this isn't all-star. This isn't all-star caliber Victor Oladipo, bro. This guy hasn't played a full season in how many years? So like,
he played last year.
Yeah, and he got hurt.
Played like
he played in like He got hurt in like April.
Bro, he got hurt, bro.
He was still playing good last year before he got hurt.
Was playing good, but
how many games he played last year?
Played 4 games with Miami, I think.
He played with Houston, and then he got traded to Miami.
He didn't play much with Houston though.
Right? Yeah, so this guy's constantly getting hurt. So again, like I preference this. Like you need time on the basketball court to gather a rhythm, and this guy's always in and out of it. So let's hold off and see what happens. It's not all-star Victor Oladipo. It's not.
Fire. Jokic expected to sign the ultra super duper max 5-year, $241 million extension this offseason.
Pay him twice.
He deserves it all. He deserves all the money he getting.
Tyler Hero, whatever. All right. Is Tyler Hero locked for the 6th man of the year?
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's got to be.
I don't think. I can't see
It's
nobody
not
else.
even.
The only person you could say maybe has a case is Kevin Love, but he doesn't really have an argument.
Yeah, who else is in the mix?
Does Jordan Poole count as a 6th man?
I was going to say I don't think he count though.
Yeah,
He started more games than he.
I think
Miami
Miami
is vying for him to win it anyway, though.
Yeah, I think
games no one's playing and they still bring him off the bench.
I think
I see what you're on, Miami.
I think they'll have Tyler Hero 6 man and then Jordan Poole MIP.
No, I think Darius Garland won it.
Darius Garland's man.
Oh, Darius Garland, yeah. Oh, my bad.
Yeah, Darius Garland's cooking.
That's true.
Has Miles Bridges just kind of faded into the background again, or what?
I think he's still putting up like 20, but he started off so hot.
Right. Thought he was gonna have
people thought he was gonna be like an all-star and stuff. But
right.
That's what happened.
All right, let's get into this T-Mac versus Jayson Tatum thing. I'm gonna list out the categories. You're gonna tell me T-Mac or Jayson Tatum. Save the CeeLos for after. Let's cruise through this so we can get to the debating.
Great word.
And if you screw up my editing, I'm just gonna mute you. T-Mac versus Jayson Tatum. Defense, Shaq.
T-Mac.
Dub.
T-Mac. Wait. What was the thing?
Go ahead and re-answer that.
What was it? Defense?
Yes.
Oh, Jayson Tatum. Sorry.
Boo up.
Tatum.
Mars.
Tatum.
Euro.
Tatum.
Ron.
T-Mac.
Delroy.
Tatum.
Killer Instinct, Shaq.
I'm gonna go T-Mac, but
T-Mac.
T-Mac.
Boo up. Mars.
T-Mac.
Euro.
T-Mac.
Ron.
Tracy McGrady.
Dell.
Tatum.
Playmaking ability.
I mean, I'll throw Tatum something, I guess. Tatum?
Don't do it. Don't do it.
T-Mac. T-Mac. I'm going T-Mac.
It's my turn.
Yep.
T-Mac.
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 Mac.
T-Mac.
I feel like they both throw the ball at the backboard.
Nah, Mac was a good playmaker though.
Yeah, Mac was.
Yeah,
tough
I got you.
Mac was a good
They had
playmaker.
around him as well.
He had better vision for sure.
Yeah.
Highlights.
T-Mac.
Ron, you're nasty for making this. T-Mac.
Just
T-Mac.
go.
I said T-Mac.
T-Mac.
Like this is the first time I've seen highlights on this little thing.
It's like Showtime.
No, I
But
know what
that's
it
not
means,
even a
but-
question, though.
But this is like the first time I've seen it there. But I'm going T-Mac for highlights as well. Just,
I see the comparison, but
Yeah,
this is
I
kind of
got
nasty.
T-Mac. I got T-Mac.
T-Mac.
What did you
T-Mac.
say, Ron? Okay. 3-point shooting. 3-point shooting.
You mean score?
I'm gonna go T-Mac.
Sorry.
Oh,
My bad. Scoring.
T-Mac.
T-Mac.
I'm gonna say Tatum.
I got T-Mac.
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 Mac.
3-point shooting.
T-Mac.
Tracy.
Tatum.
Tatum.
T-Mac.
T-Mac.
Tatum.
Mid-range.
I'm just taking T-Mac for everything else, but the entirety of this list is T-Mac.
I feel the same. Tracy.
Is anyone taking Tatum for any of these?
I'm taking
I'll
Tatum for
take
mid-range.
Tatum. I'm taking
Yeah,
Tatum.
I'm taking
too.
Tatum for mid-range.
I'm
Nah,
gonna
I
take
got-
that
I
in
got-
mid-range too.
I got T-Mac for mid-range.
What about finishing in the paint, playoffs, and better overall?
Playoffs, I'm taking Tatum.
Same.
You have to go with Tatum.
I got finishing's T-Mac.
I was
Playoffs
gonna
Tatum.
say finishing for me, T-Mac.
Can
Yeah,
we
but-
lay out playoffs? Because I don't know if I'm missing something with T-Mac for you to say Tatum.
Because Tatum made
I think
Tatum made it to
Tatum-
2 Eastern
I think
Conference
Tatum's
Finals.
made it further, and
Yeah.
T-Mac. There was some series where I'd say he didn't play to his regular season performance, and I think I hold that against him a little bit.
I can agree with that.
Injury.
Plus, I think he blew a 3-1 lead.
I mean,
which
there
is
was
always gonna
he
be hard
did he
to-
did blow a 3-1 lead. It's just the thing with T-Mac, like when he was on Orlando, like Grant Hill was supposed to be that guy with him, and Grant Hill was always hurt. Then he goes to Yao Ming, and then with Yao Ming, he only had 2 playoff series when Yao Ming and him was healthy at the same time. So like the sample size with T-Mac is very small, but I mean Jayson Tatum went to 2 Eastern Conference Finals, so it's like you got to give it to him.
Does
Yeah,
anyone
I
have
know it's bad
Jayson
fortune.
Tatum as the better overall player? Shaq.
No,
No.
I think he will. I think he'll be better.
I think he might have a better career, but
Yeah,
Yeah,
as
I
of
mean
right
that's
now,
that's a no-brainer.
But
Have but talent.
It's just not. It's unfair because we've seen T-Mac peak. We haven't truly seen Tatum peak yet.
well, we don't know. This could be his peak. We just
It
keep
could
think-
be.
We think he might just keep ascending.
It could be, but I think he ascend a little bit more. I don't know how much more, but I don't know if this is necessarily his peak right now.
Yeah, I would love to do one of these with Allen Iverson and Russell Westbrook one day.
I think that should be the next one.
that'll be nice.
Yo, what team can Jayson Tatum go to right now that would elevate his game or will allow him to elevate his game? Do you think?
I think
Don't worry.
What do you
Spurs.
mean elevate his game though?
Because-
no, what do you mean
because-
elevate his game? I'm just trying to understand that. Like elevate-
Because a few episodes ago I said that I look at JT like T-Mac. That's why when I saw it on the doc, I didn't think it was that nasty because I can see the comparison for sure. But the thing that I said about JT is that I don't believe he's playing at 100% all the time, like just 100%.
Like
I feel
his
like
motor?
he chills. Yeah, like I feel he chills. I think he can definitely turn it up a notch. And I think
he settles.
Boston, yes, and I think Boston may not bring that out of him. I don't mean the franchise. I just mean the roster. You know, the talent that's around him. So, do you think that he can move to a different team with like different?
It would be the point
cast?
guard. It would have to be the point guard that's mature enough. Marcus Smart is not a vet enough to get Jayson Tatum to listen to him. If you put him around a Kyle Lowry, a Chris Paul, a Rajon Rondo, even Ricky Rubio, that can say, hey, you don't always have to do this.
No.
What if you swap him for
No,
Demar?
he doesn't have to answer to anybody. It's going to be the same thing. He needs somebody that if you want his game to elevate to playoff type basketball to where he could actually, like, it translates to going far in the playoffs, I think he has to have an example around him. Like when he had Kyrie, that's somebody that he's going to listen to.
So yeah, that's exactly where I was gonna go. Where I don't really think it's a player thing that he needs. It's more like a mentor thing that he needs. In the case
He's not listening to Adonis Haslam on the bench. He's not listening to him.
Either way, like him.
I disagree, Dub.
What?
He's not listening to no vet that's not out there on that court with him.
No. I'm talking about mentor as in either a coach or a player, somebody that he respects highly. You feel me?
Who is this person?
I mean, if the Spurs had a good team, Greg Pop could definitely bring in that.
Greg Pop does that for anybody. I don't. But
exactly
are they going to win? But are they going to win?
I don't know who. But listen, I don't know who. But what I'm saying to rebuttal what Euro's saying, I don't really think. I just think that, like you said, like he needs a guy that he respects, a mentor that will bring the best out of him. You know. And
no, I don't.
I think you guys are tripping. I think he's nice.
Dub,
he's nice.
I think he's good
going
now.
on.
I think what's going on in Boston right now, I think he fits well.
Okay.
I think he can stay in Boston and elevate his game.
Okay. All right. Okay. Can't wait to see it.
He makes
Same way.
Can't wait to see all of y'all was just
The same way Kyrie Irving did it, right?
Hey,
Similar player.
It was going to work in Boston for him, but
it has not worked in Boston. Now, if you
some
put
light a little
Jayson
bit.
Tatum, the problem with Jayson Tatum is that's his dog kennel. He doesn't have to answer to anybody or anything. He needs to be placed in a situation that isn't his home, where like with the Jimmy Butler. There you go, Dub. He needs to go down there to Miami and see and be like, okay, I need to abide by the rules to actually win here. I just can't do whatever I want. Marcus Smart can't say something to me, and I just completely disregard it.
Well, I mean, Jayson Tatum, bro. Let's look at Jayson Tatum's career though.
I'm
right?
confused.
Jayson
so
Tatum,
crazy
his first year, he makes it to the Eastern Conference Finals against LeBron James.
Mm-hmm.
Next year, the whole situation with the Celtics didn't work.
Yo,
out.
you're talking. Okay, who was in the East that year? Let's start to narrow down. I'm not you guys. I'm not you guys. No, I'm not you guys. They made it, of course, but the competition is not what it is now, even in the East. Would he make it to the East with this team this year?
It's a possibility.
Okay, let's make it. If you don't got him, then why do you say, of course, it's a possibility for anybody to make it in the East?
Because they'll smack your Bulls.
I agree.
Celtics are not going to the Eastern Conference Finals.
If they get it together, they can beat the Sixers.
Okay, my Bulls will smack the Celtics. Next argument.
I'll eat a jar of mayonnaise on the show if the Boston Celtics make it to the finals.
Hey, I mean, right now they're playing the best. They're the best streaking team in the league right now. And Jayson Tatum just got Player of the Week. He just
Remember when the Suns did that?
The Suns are the best team in the league right now. So it's like,
yeah.
Ron, Dale, you're not about to sit here and tell me, like, I see what you guys are saying, but the Celtics have also plateaued. Like, they've gone to their ceiling. Euro's question was, where can he go and be I'm assuming a better player as far as getting further wins.
Individually.
I think he can
like
reach
Dale,
potential.
the question is this. Do you think, in terms of his ceiling, do you think he's close to it, or does he have some ways to go?
I think he's getting better by the year. Like if Jayson Tatum averaged 2 more points, would you say like all it is progressing and just simplifying your game? Like your ceiling is all based on winning. Like I think
that's what I'm saying.
Boston, like Shaq once always say, break up Jaylen Brown and Tatum. I don't think you should break them up at all.
I say that too.
I do.
How long do we have to watch this movie, Dale? It's boring. It peaked in the beginning, but now we're like, it's season 6. What is it? I don't want to watch this show anymore.
This is what I'm saying. Break up for what?
To bring in a better
situation, man.
Yeah, I would trade Jaylen Brown for a guy like.
Let me ask y'all a question. Do you guys think in their first 5 years. I don't know how long they've been in the league. Like, look at Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan. Two well-polished pieces. You have two of those already. Why not wait till
No. Because here's the problem.
Because
you just
Zach
named
defers to DeMar.
And he's way more efficient.
But exactly.
But there is that doesn't exist between JB and
because
JT.
They're still young. That's the manifestation. Why can't
So what happened? Because it couldn't. Where has it happened? Kyle Lowry and DeMar DeRozan? We switch out one player. We're NBA champions. So you tell me the duo that's came up and just won a championship together. I'm racking my brain. I'm racking. And who else was on that team? I said the duo, morons.
MJ and Scotty.
Yes. Now you're talking about you guys as basketball god once again. No. What? Who else was on these teams? Who else was on these teams? What are you talking? You're naming all-time greats. You're naming all-time greats. Of course, you can go back in history. In recent memory, name the two bozos that did it. Why is everybody mum all of a second?
It's not a sack. You just try to find a point to make us quiet. Of course, you have a point if you say that.
Of course, I have a point because I'm not context bending. I asked the question, and you guys dipsy-dooed around in history.
Could I not say Giannis and Chris last year?
All right.
Definitely say that.
You could say Giannis.
You could, but then Shaq will say that. Look at the team.
Giannis is an all-time great.
No, no. Giannis and Chris for sure. Giannis and Chris for sure qualify. Who the fuck is Giannis in this situation? Because you guys just chatting right now.
I think not all duos are the same.
But they make it seem like, that Jaylen Brown and Jayson.
No. I don't mean in terms of how good they are. I mean how who is number one and who's number two. I don't think there's a clear cut.
Chicago Bulls that's going very far in the Eastern Conference, right?
That has nothing to.
Time out. You can't tell me in a year or two if they manifest, we get a veteran point guard in here, and themselves, one of us has to sacrifice. Why can't that happen? Why trade that away? Why trade that away when you have?
So when is it gonna happen, Dale? When is it gonna happen?
They're still young. Who knows?
I think it's happening right before our eyes.
Yeah, I think it's happening
right now.
I want to see the separation based on them. It just can't work. But
so okay. All right. So where are they finishing this year? So we can just get this on record. No, not who knows.
I'm not defending the Boston Celtics. I'm just saying you guys want them to break up.
Jayson Tatum is Giannis, and Jayson Tatum is Giannis.
No one called him Giannis.
They don't have to be that duo to win. But what I want to know is if you guys are the GM, who here is trading them and who's letting it?
I'm not trading them.
I'm trading Jaylen Brown. I would trade Jaylen Brown.
For what? What are you getting back? What are you taking back for Jaylen Brown to make the Celtics better?
I would trade him for DeJounte Murray.
That would put the Celtics better. Wouldn't you get the same thing off of that, though?
I do like that trade.
You got a player that's a point guard. That's a real point guard. That can play defense.
The Celtics have been having success with the ball in Jayson Tatum's hands, though. Why'd you change that?
I mean, they will have more success, is what I'm saying. It in a traditional point guard hands.
This is just so.
That's what the Celtics need.
That could happen, but I don't think Jaylen Brown just for DeJounte Murray could fully fix that. I like DeJounte Murray though a lot. He's a very good piece. But this is what I'm saying. Do they go to stay the same or do they get ultimately better? I don't know.
I think Tatum gets better.
I think Tatum gets better regardless.
How much better can he?
He will be clearly the man on the team now. He don't have nobody to compete with no more. JB and him are so similar.
He's averaging 27. 8 and 4.
That's exactly my point. Like, how much you guys talk about him reaching his ceiling? How much more of a ceiling do you want this guy to hit? The only ceiling that we have left is winning a championship.
Exactly.
Because he has playoff success. The numbers is there. The game is there. I think his playmaking ability needs work, just a little bit of work as well. But other than that, the guy's pretty polished already.
So you think Jayson Tatum, the way that he is right now, is a championship caliber player?
I do.
With the right.
So do you think? So Bradley Beal.
Right now, he can be the best.
They went to Game 7.
I think he could be a best player on the championship team. Jayson Tatum.
On what team? Who make this fairy tale? Make the roster. Make the roster for me, Dale. Who you putting around him? And don't say you don't know. You say he's a championship player as the best team, as the best player on the team. So tell me, who are you putting around Jayson Tatum to create this?
Is Zach LaVine the championship player, Shaq?
1,000%.
Zach LaVine is the B option.
Okay, now you tell me.
Zach LaVine is the B option.
Exactly.
Why we keep bringing that in.
Then you tell me.
You know what's crazy? Honestly, I could put Tyrese Halliburton, and it makes the Boston Celtics that much better as a
Tell me the five. Tell me the five. Like, to Euro's point, you're bringing up Zach LaVine, who's a complimentary piece. He took a backseat to DeMar. That's why they're doing so well. You could say this, and that, but when
it's crazy though, this is the thing with that, Shaq. He didn't really take a backseat.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
I think DeMar he got hurt, and DeMar just went up.
Euro. Wait, boo-wop.
Sort of. What up?
Wait.
I don't think he just said, "Yo, I'm gonna give DeMar the key." I don't think that's how it happened.
So who has the keys? Who has the keys? Who has the keys? Who? Yeah. Who has the keys?
No. When you said taking a back seat, it's like D-Wade went to Braun. Yo, I'ma lay back. That's not what happened in Chicago. Let's not do that.
So do Jalen?
That's a different conversation. We don't have to do that.
Different type of way. Don't do that now.
That's cool. We don't have to do that. The point is there an A option? Is there a B option? And in Chicago, there is. In Boston, there is not.
I don't.
That's what we're talking about.
I don't honestly.
How is he not taking the back seat, LaVine? Zach is taking a back seat. His numbers are all of his production is down because DeMar DeRozan is there. Don't you think that it would be problems in the locker room if he wasn't taking a back seat? Where's the story? Where's the smoke? Or are we just saying that there's a fire, but we don't have any type of evidence of it? So okay, but that's usually the case when a player isn't taking the back seat.
And he went crazy. That's what happened.
Yo, last night Zach shot more shots than DeMar.
Ron, what the hell?
I don't know. But if it's a backseat,
Ron, what?
If it's a clear-cut number
Shaq,
one option, DeMar would shot more.
No, Dale, you're about to sit. No. Wait, Dale, are you about to sit here and let LeBron get that off?
A couple of weeks ago, DeMar was shooting back-to-back game winners. Like, or three or four.
Just
you know what I mean?
Because he shot back-to-back winners doesn't.
Isn't that just what you said?
It doesn't mean he's. It doesn't. No, I said last night. Zach shot more shots than
so in order to not be 1A,
that's what I'm saying to you guys.
You got to take every shot.
Number one, what makes him a clear-cut number one option then?
You said that Zach LaVine. So who takes more shots on the season? Who takes more shots on the season? That'll give me the answer. I don't care who it is. I'll tell you that's the.
You're basing this all off of time where Zach LaVine got hurt and DeMar DeRozan had to produce more. So we can't go off of the season.
No. Shots per game. Shots per game. I just want
more shots. I don't know who.
DeMar DeRozan shots per game.
Let's get back to the original. Okay, let's get back to Jayson Tatum. Let's get back to Jayson Tatum and how he can be. What? No.
DeMar takes 2 more shots a game than
2 more shots.
And that evens out to you guys' argument when he was gone. Then it probably okay. I get that, but Dale, I want to know the team around Jayson Tatum where he's the best player.
The Boston Celtics. The hell?
They can win a championship.
They could probably not right now, but he could win a championship with Boston.
When? What year? In this decade? I need to know.
I'm sorry. I don't know, Shaq. That question I cannot answer for you, no matter how.
Okay, so if you take that.
What Shaq is trying to get at is because you said he can.
I think he's the best player.
He's a championship player. He can be the best player on the championship team.
I believe that.
Shaq
right now,
Shaq is doing like a process of elimination thing. So it can't be Jokic on his team. It can't be Embiid on his team. It can't be none of these guys because they're all better than Jayson Tatum. So he's asking you to construct a starting 5, just a starting lineup with players that are.
No, it can't. Dale, don't do that. Name the players.
And convince everybody with that lineup that Jayson Tatum can win a championship.
You got Tyrese Halliburton. Let me see who else. Domantas Sabonis. I don't know what the hell you guys want me to do. His team is right now. You guys are saying their power ranking.
Nice.
Right. They said the power ranking is trending upwards 10 and 2.
Who the hell is that team beating? Who is that? Tyrese Halliburton and who is Sabonis? Who are they beating? In 10 years from now, who are they beating, Dale? Right in the next 5, in the next 7 years.
Hey, Shaq, can I put him on the Cavs? Can I put him on the Cavs?
He's better than everyone on that team.
Hold on. Wait a second.
Listen, the reason why
my screen went out.
You have to think about it because I think that's a good point.
The Cavs are not winning no championship. The Cavs are not. Who are they beating in the East? Who are the Cavs 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 beating in the East?
Allen and Mobley?
Who are they beating in the East? Who?
And they got longevity.
Who are they beating? Who?
That was the Cavs is for sure.
Okay, put them on there.
Why are you making it? Why are you making it seem like it's so impossible though?
It's in my mind. In my mind, I wish you could see it. It's so impossible. It's so impossible.
What about Memphis?
Who are the Cavs? Who are the Cavs beating? I just need to show this.
Not Memphis.
Why not?
Ja, because Ja's there. You think Ja?
No,
I think it's close.
It's close enough to argue.
Because my
John Morant is better than Jayson Tatum.
no, that's not. No. That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is my
This
point,
is ridiculous.
with which I'm consistent
That's
with
fine.
is that I don't believe in a duo that is 1-2 punch. To me, that doesn't work. It has to be one guy, and then it has to be the second guy that the first. And I don't think Ja will move over a lane for Jayson Tatum to do his thing. That's not happening. The same way Jayson Tatum went on record and said that. He's not moving to the side for nobody.
And by the way, War Machine, just really quick, because I feel like you're the only person that can give me a sound answer on this one. Do you believe that Darius Garland will be a better NBA player than Jayson Tatum in, let's say, 4 or 5 years? And then I want to know why he couldn't be, because he's averaging what 20 and 8 this year on better efficiencies. And no,
I think he could be. But
I don't understand why that's so impossible. Jayson Tatum just throws the ball at the hoop and on poor shooting splits, and you guys say he's just a good player. Same thing with Allen Iverson, but I mean, we're not going to get nasty. But Darius Garland.
Let me ask you a question.
I just have a question.
Billups ever a better player than Carmelo Anthony?
Wait, Chauncey Billups didn't. The scoring is what I'm saying. Darius Garland's averaging 20 and 8. He's only going to get better.
You just asked him.
Yes, I said in 5 years, Darius. How much do you think?
I'm just asking you, was Chauncey ever a better player than Carmelo?
Those two. How much did Chauncey Billups? What was his highest points per game? I'm saying Darius Garland right now on a. How could you not?
Just answer yes or no.
It's not the same.
What's the difference? Is a point guard and a scoring?
No. What was the highest that he averaged, Chauncey Billups?
19 and a half.
Okay, that's fine. Darius Garland, he's averaging 20 and 8. So I'm in my mind, if John Morant can get up there, then why wouldn't Darius Garland be able to get up there in points?
Think Garland is that explosive in scoring as
but Garland has.
He's a better shooter than Ja.
No, I think so. I think so as well.
Okay,
They're both very good players and could fit dynamics.
Okay, this is what you guys do on this show. This is what you guys do. You just say Jayson Tatum's better because he averages more points. We never look at efficiencies, the breakdown of what's going on.
Up the stats. Shaq, you brought up the stats. Break down what?
Did you have to bring up the stats? Why would we not bring up the stats?
You do it.
What? No, you're not looking at the stats is what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. What are you talking about?
Jack, though, like, what makes you so confident that Darius Garland couldn't fall off next year, though?
No, he 100%, just like you said, you don't know about Jayson Tatum's ceiling. We don't know about Darius Garland's ceiling. But if it's trending up, then
what makes you so confident?
He's having a hell of a year.
But we know right now that Tatum's better than Garland, right?
Wait, but okay, I said in 5 years. I look at JT's first 4 years, and I'm like, okay, JT,
Let me tell you something. There was a chart.
Why you could look at what JT doing first year, not giving him that credit, but you're predicting something in 5 years. Give him that credit for the first 4 years.
I'm looking at he has that credit. He has that credit. I never took that credit away from him. He's averaged in the last 2 years. He's averaged the same thing, and this year he's having a down year in efficiency. How do we not look at that as like, okay, if you take these Celtics to the Eastern Conference Finals, I'm on the band. I get that, but when I look at Darius Garland and I look at Jayson Tatum, I'm like, who's gonna help me win? Who's gonna help me win as a friend, as a GM? Who do I have a better chance of winning with in the future?
Yo, when you reach so far to find something to go against the simpleness is the craziest thing I've seen. You're caping for Darius Garland and listen, this is the badness. He's caping for Darius Garland now, right? When Boo-Wop brought up Cleveland Cavalier to put Jayson Tatum, you saying that? How does that work? How would it work? That's not a championship team.
Right,
but now
let's
you're
just see
caping
then.
for the point guard of that same Cleveland team to be better in 5 years.
Okay, all right.
I don't understand that.
Shaq, you know what Darius Garland is? Because he hasn't done anything. Empty stats.
And so is Jayson Tatum. What are we talking? What are we talking about? Like, yeah, like what point was that? Ooh, real trickery there, JD.
DeMar DeRozan was DeMar DeRozan on the Raptors' empty stats?
To Shaq, it should be.
No. Come on, let him answer that.
Everybody's empty stats. How about that, Dub?
Sure. Anybody that didn't win a ring?
And the Cavs are winning the championship. If you trade Jayson Tatum to the Cavs, they're winning the championship in the next 5 years.
So the NBA slogan should be the National Basketball Association, the land of empty stats.
Where empty stats happen.
Right.
Yo,
Kings are made.
Shout out to Chi-Town Phantom 2 donated a while ago through the super chat.
Who's having a better year, Zach LaVine or Jayson Tatum?
Jayson Tatum.
Jayson for sure.
Right.
But at the same time, though,
You guys just say you guys literally who's more because his
the Bulls are
Do you
winning,
think?
though,
Do you
dog.
think that
You
Zach
guys-
Levine? Do you think that Zach Levine in 5 years will be the best player in the NBA?
No, I don't think that. What are you talking about, Dub? Do you think Jayson Tatum will be?
Asking. I think he'd be a top 5 player.
45 and 38. Let me see. What was Jayson Tatum's stats last year? What did he shoot from the field?
45.
Oh,
45 and 46.
Do you know that, or are you assuming?
well, no, because I'm looking. Shaq said it's down. This year he's shooting. I had to.
Just ask War Machine. I'm pretty sure he can find it.
45.9.
Oh, this year is 45.3 and 38% from three. So the down was.
He's 38% this year from 3.
From yes.
That's pretty good, Shaq.
Wait, War Machine, can you check that?
No, he's
You gotta get War
33%.
Machine.
Yeah, I thought he was
Oh,
33%.
But I think y'all getting confused because Boo Up, that is pretty good. But we're not talking about if Jayson Tatum is good or not, or
What are you
elite or
talking
not.
about?
We're asking about the ceiling.
Jason
hold on.
Tatum is 43.8.
Well, I told you. I told you.
Is
what
he-
his ceiling was.
Is
Yo.
he already on this? Is he already on this plateau?
Well, I told you what his
Oh yeah, it's
ceiling
33.
was.
I'm sorry.
Yo, you coming on here and spewing negative misinformation about your
I
favorite
read it
player
wrong.
is really disgusting.
His career is 38%. I messed up. I'm sorry. I messed up. His career was 38%, which I didn't know was that high.
And
That's
he's
crazy.
at 43.8% on the field, which is
Yeah.
all
I'm sorry. I was looking at his career numbers, guys. My
War
bad.
Machine, would
See,
you
that's
say
how
that
you
these
know I
are
don't know-
the-
I
okay.
don't know the stat land, JD.
I mean, you went, so let's stay.
You say his production down, though,
Unfamiliar
Shaq.
territory.
Right. I'm
His
sorry,
production
guys.
not
He
down,
needs a
though,
map.
Shaq.
War Machine, is his production down, or what would you say compared? I guess because you have that cool thing where you do the rest of the league and all the elite players. I don't want to put you on the
Below
spot.
average word that you like?
You get little.
Oh, yeah. If you're looking at effective field goal percentage, he's below average this year.
Why? I mean, not why. I mean,
Below the league's average.
Yeah, below
the
the league
league's
average
yeah.
by about 1.5%.
so okay,
but
so
here's the thing,
But
though.
I don't give a damn about that. When y'all got them number top
You-
3 in
you
power
said-
rankings
wait,
and they're 8 and 2.
You said
No.
Jason Tatum. I'm just reading the numbers.
No,
I'm
not
not-
you. I'm talking to Shaq.
Okay.
Dale, you said that the power rankings don't matter.
To me, it don't. I'm saying y'all do. Y'all sitting here all giddy and happy. Like, don't do that.
I didn't
Don't
say
do
anything
that.
about Boston. I mean,
Shaq,
they're trending upward.
Wait. Shaq,
Don't do that. Don't do that.
They're trending up.
No, I don't care about the power rankings, but
You're
don't do that.
complaining about a 1.5% difference.
I'm not complaining
Shaq,
about
oh.
anything. I'm not complaining
That's
about
what you're
anything.
complaining about.
I promise you, you guys just reward guys that go out there and throw the ball at the hoop and just say that they're this amazing
Who
player.
doesn't go out there and throw the
Yo,
ball?
he averaged 27 and 8, bro, with 4 assists.
You see what I mean?
Shaq, if
Yeah, that's nice.
Anything, though, this speaks volumes to.
So what is Zach? So what is Zach LaVine average?
I don't know. I
Like,
just
averages
read
like
stats
23,
wrong. I'm not doing that
24,
again.
25, 5.
I just want to know.
Zach averaging by like 25, 5 and 5, something like that.
Check.
So how-
just throw the ball at the hoop?
At a very efficient rate. At a very efficient rate. Let's ask War Machine, or you guys don't want to have this conversation.
Zach does shoot a great percentage.
He's more efficient.
I was just
Yes, so-
to clarify
Zach's
if he
averaging
just throws the ball at the
25,
hoop. That's all I want to know.
I mean, I don't understand how 25, 5 and 5 on better efficiency is so far from what Jason Tatum is doing, and
No,
both
he said it
teams.
was far.
Okay, but then both teams. Okay, but both teams are in playoff contention. JT has Jaylen Brown. So then, how do you guys just unanimously say that Jason Tatum is a better player than Zach LaVine?
It feels better. It feels like he's having a better year because he's a better player than Zach. How about that?
I'm not going off feelings.
So did Zach LaVine have a better year last year if he averaged more? Was he a better player last year?
He was hurt because of COVID. Remember?
Yeah.
Okay.
And they was real empty stats last year. So they didn't make the playoffs.
Were the Celtics empty stats?
They made
the playoffs and lost to the Brooklyn Nets.
Okay, but Dale, to your point, the Bulls had COVID. That's why. Yeah. The Bulls were about to enter the playoffs, but they had COVID.
What?
Zach LaVine got COVID for like 10 games, and they fell out of contention without their best player. So now that Zach LaVine is here with DeMar DeRozan, they've been cooking all year no matter what you say, even though the two teams are trending in two different spots. I'll give you that. Jayson Tatum and Jaylen Brown on poor efficiency is somehow better than DeMar and Zach LaVine.
Jaylen Brown not poor efficient. Not a poor shooter.
No, I'm saying as a unit because Jayson Tatum brings them down. That's what I'm trying. I'm trying to.
Tatum doesn't bring them down, bro.
Like, how do you change it from one thing? It went from JT to Garland. Now it's JT to
Here's a good question.
Now it's Brown and Tatum
Shaq.
versus DeMar and.
Shaq,
You can't bring DeMar in because DeMar.
Nobody explained to me how Jayson Tatum's having a better year than Zach LaVine. Just tell me.
Do you think that?
Dub, answer that question.
Wait.
How is Jayson Tatum having a better year than Zach LaVine? Just answer it.
Because he just is. It's just
how?
Let me ask you this.
How?
Because he is, Shaq. He means
no. Answer the question. I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
It fits on the Celtics just works.
Because if you take away any of these duos, the team plummets. You take away Jaylen Brown, the team goes down. Zach LaVine, the team goes down.
Who do you think will have a harder time?
That's not true, Shaq.
That's very true.
Away for that time, the Bulls went to first place, Shaq. Just saying.
Let me ask him this, right?
Who do you think will have over 4 or 5 games? How many?
It doesn't matter. They took him away. I'm sorry.
They also had to be in a position to be in the first, they had to be in a position to take the number one spot too.
Is talking about. Let him just answer his question. Based on you taking them away for 6 games, they went upwards. That's all we're saying. Of course, they need Zach LaVine, but I'm just answering Shaq's question. That's all I'm doing.
The Bulls are getting bounced in the second round.
I want Shaq to tell me
they might not even
Zach
make it to the second round.
When does
he's gonna base it on efficiency? That's all.
That's all he has.
That's
the only thing he has.
I guess.
And you know what? I think they're the 4 and 5 seed actually.
It's gonna be a good series.
So we'll see this series. In the
I
first
think the
round.
Celtics are gonna beat them, bro.
Oh,
I
they
think-
are. The Bulls
I got
and
the
Celtics are
Celtics
4
in
and
that
5.
series.
I think if it's any team, the Celtics can definitely beat in the top 4 or 5. It's the Bulls.
It's the Bulls.
Yeah, I got the Celtics in that series.
Hello, Paris Fashion Week. Welcome back.
Hey, Shaq,
Wait,
when they
why
play
do
in
you
the
have-
first round? Who's gonna win? The
You
Bulls
said
or the
what?
Celtics? When they play in the first round, who's gonna win? The Bulls or the Celtics? If the
Hmm.
standings stay as is,
The Bulls.
in how many games?
I think it's going 7, and I feel like whoever has home court, which is probably going to be the Bulls.
Who's gonna have a better series, Zach LaVine or Jayson Tatum?
Who's going to have a more efficient series? Is that what you're asking?
Yo,
Shaq, you're
Shaq.
Who's going to have a more efficient series?
That series goes 4-2 to the Celtics.
Hey Shaq, who will have a more efficient series, Russell Westbrook or Steve Nash?
Steve Nash for sure, but you know what they're gonna run off on him?
What does it mean then, Shaq? What does it mean though?
We're talking about 2 similar players, Steve Nash and Russell Westbrook. You guys made the argument that Steve Nash, and I just don't believe that Steve Nash is gonna help them get up 3-1 on the Golden State Warriors. But I feel like Russell Westbrook's athleticism will, and I feel like it did.
All right, let's rank. Go ahead, Boo Up.
No, go ahead. I just said I don't know.
Let's rank these point guards.
Oh, let's get into it.
This is amazing. This is amazing.
Oh, speaking of these guys,
Speak of these devils. Rank
And I didn't
these
mean to
point-
walk away, Dale. I had to kiss my son goodnight. My wife texted me, but it was just perfect
fine.
timing.
That's fine.
Why'd you
I
even
never have a
give that?
problem
That
looking
looked
at your
fire.
chair.
You just doing that. You should have just left it at that.
Like looking at your chair. Well, I have a question
What's
about
that?
your chair though. Do you take that chair back home or you keep it there?
I keep both of them here. This isn't even my chair. It's my wife's chair. Mine's is over there. I need to switch them.
Oh, all right. You have the red one.
Yeah, I have the room, but she's just streaming every day, so I don't feel like switching that every day.
All right, got you.
In Dark Knight is right. I don't hate any player. I just feel like you guys overhype a lot of players. That's where I get like over the top excited.
In some of these next upcoming shows, can we get Shaq's top 10 most overhyped players?
Right, yeah, for sure. We have to.
AKA his most hated players.
And I'm gonna come with a list of the top 10 most overrated or underrated players.
We could know Shaq's overhyped players for sure. You don't have to. I don't need
Luka Doncic.
He's not that high on the list. Not yet.
Jayson Tatum.
Top
Jayson
two.
Tatum.
No. Yeah, Melo is one probably.
Oh, all time or current?
It's got to be all time.
Melo is definitely there. Karl Malone would be there.
I don't think he got Carmelo as high as you think. It's Melo and
AI. I don't think Carmelo will ever even touch that list.
I think it's Jordan.
Yeah, it's Melo.
It's Jordan for Shaq.
Nah, Jordan.
I think he's very properly hyped. You guys just underrate LeBron. That's the problem there.
Okay.
How do you underrate someone and say he's top 3 all time?
No, I'm saying because he should be one. But you guys, because this rings.
Kevin Durant is number 1.
No,
Boo-Up, I feel like you're ready to
one.
have this Bron MJ debate, and I'm here for it. Boo-Up.
We're doing point guards.
I don't want that shit.
Let's do point guards.
Let's do the point guards. Let's do the point guards, man.
Oh my God. All right, we got Allen Iverson, Rajon Rondo, John Morant, Chris Paul, Derrick Rose, Steve Nash, and Russell Westbrook.
AI was a shooting guard though.
He's listed as both.
Combo guard.
Basketball's positionless. This is just 7 random guys that we're ranking.
Now it's positionless. Not when he played.
Point guard today.
Don't do that, Shaq. Shaq, please don't. Look at the nastiness I'm going through, bro. Wow.
I just brought up a point.
All right, let me change my verbiage. Rank these players.
Right, JD.
There you go.
There you go.
Right.
Iverson, Rondo, Morant, Chris Paul, Rose, Nash, Westbrook. Does everyone have these names? You guys know who you're ranking? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1 through 7. All right.
Are we ranking them together or everybody gives their rank?
Everybody gives their rank, right?
Yeah, I thought that's how everyone's ranking them individually.
Yeah, we don't need to get into.
Yeah.
Let's just put your top 4 in, and we know the other 3 are at the bottom, so we don't have to list all the names. And I can go first if you guys want me
Top
to.
3. I want to name everybody.
I'm going last.
I got Chris Paul.
Mozilla said career or currently because Allen Iverson's still playing in the NBA. So
I'm going Chris Paul. It's about to get nasty. I'm going Chris Paul, Steve Nash. I like Steve. No, I'm going Chris Paul.
Why did you even have this debate?
I didn't see Russ there. I didn't see my bad. I just seen Russ at the bottom. My bad. I'm going Chris Paul's 1. Like D Rose, that even though it was small, I didn't know D Rose was on this list. I'm going Chris Paul, Derrick Rose, Russell Westbrook, Allen Iverson, Steve Nash. I don't know. I'm telling you guys, I don't like inefficient players, and you guys laugh. I don't like people that play the whole game, throw the ball at the hoop on poor splits, and you guys say he's the greatest of all time. Like I don't like that. I don't prefer that.
Rose efficiency.
What was Russ splits that you love so much, Mr. Split guy?
Go look.
It's the split man.
Go look. I don't.
But since Shaq is having a hard time, I'll just jump the list and go. I have Allen Iverson 1, Steve Nash 2, Chris Paul 3, Russell Westbrook. Who am I missing? That's 4.
Rondo, Morant.
Rondo, yeah.
Yeah, D Rose.
Ja Morant, D Rose, and Rondo.
Whoa.
You got Jar over D Rose?
Yes, I do.
You got Steve Nash over Chris Paul. That's wild.
Rondo,
you,
that
and that's
last
fine.
is. I mean,
Yeah, best-
Overhyped.
Yeah, thank you for the verbiage, JD, of ranking best players. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You. All right. I'm gonna get Allen Iverson, Chris Paul, Russell Westbrook, Steve Nash, Rajon Rondo, and then Derrick Rose and John Morant. They only
Okay,
had-
Dub. I got a quick question for you, and Dell is which player or which three players will give you the best chance to win a championship, because that's what basketball is all about. Basketball isn't just go out there and throw the ball at the hoop and pray for the best, and sometimes it goes in. 33% of the time it doesn't. Hold on, wait. No.
Nash,
Yeah, Chris Paul.
Okay.
Chris Paul and Allen Iverson.
Okay, that's it, and that's what I'm asking you. But
I would go Allen Iverson, Chris Paul, and Russell Westbrook.
Okay.
Isn't Rondo the only one with a ring on this list?
Yes, but let's just but it's traditional.
No,
Let's,
Ray Allen, KG,
but
if you're
what?
saying with
But
that
what?
type of player, that's what you're doing. That's like if we're saying who's the one with only one on the list with
I
the
mean,
ring,
you're
of
not.
course we're gonna pick Rondo.
No, but you're not taking into
That's
effect
why
that
I can't even rank this list, because there's too many variables that we don't consider. So I don't know what you consider.
I consider all the variables.
But then he always say that. Then he just sits there and say, the only thing you guys say about Jordan over Bron is that he has 6 rings and Bron has 3.
Jordan laugh.
What are you talking? You see what I'm saying? So stop, Shaq. Don't do that, bro. Don't do that. Like we know Rondo. I know Rondo have the ring, but no one here is taking Rondo over Steve Nash. You guys not. I don't have to name the list. I'm not taking Rondo over. And Prime Rondo was tough. Prime Rondo was tough.
I think I might. I think I might.
Yeah, I got Rondo last.
Man, you guys are wrong. You guys just clearly don't remember what Rondo
put
was
Steve
doing.
Nash.
There's no
Ray
disrespect to
Allen,
Rondo.
Disrespect. This is a great list. This is a great list, man.
He's just seventh of 7 great players.
Exactly, that's it.
That's it.
Here's the thing, though. When Rondo had that team by himself, he was doing the same thing as all these other guys. He was putting up the same Steve Nash. He was putting up triple doubles. Who else put up triple doubles?
I seriously hate you guys.
No, I agree.
Assist check.
Rondo
Yo,
not better than Nash,
if you
boy.
would have
He
put
not.
if you would have put Rondo on that same team, Rondo was just as good a scorer as Steve Nash. He just didn't shoot the ball as good as Steve Nash.
So you think
Rondo-
Rondo's better than Nash?
Rondo's
I'm not gonna say he's better than Steve Nash. I'm not gonna say he's better than Steve Nash.
You want
I'm
to
just
say
saying
though.
if you no, I don't. I want to say if you put Rondo on that same position with that run and gun Suns team, he does the
So
same
you saying
thing.
it's the same tier?
He
That's
does
what
the
you
same
say.
thing.
I
Because
agree
look,
with him.
Doug, remember he plays better defense, so we can
He
just get
does.
that out the way with.
I agree.
Playmaking, it's a wash, and you guys are not going to sit here and say Steve Nash was just so much a better playmaker than Rajon Rondo.
That's
You
fire.
can't you can't say that.
We can.
So now it
I'll
comes
say
down to
that.
scoring. Obviously, Steve Nash shoots better. But when it just comes to scoring, getting in the paint and all of that, Rondo does the same thing. He's a better finisher. Mid-range.
Wasn't Rondo a terrible free throw shooter as well?
Facts. That's the difference right there. That's
But is that what tips the needle? Is that
Yeah.
what tips the scale?
I mean,
Is
for
it
your
true?
point guard, it is
for your
important.
point guard, Ryan. Your point. That's what I think. That's what caused
Okay,
Boston
but
the series
when you're a point
against the
guard
Lakers.
when you're a point guard that averages 3 steals and a block a game, then what? And you damn near average. You were damn near the best rebounding point guard in the league at that point. So now it's like now we're just nitpicking. Rajon was an amazing basketball player.
We never said he wasn't. This is why.
No
why I
one said
don't
he doesn't
understand your
deserve to
rant.
be here.
I'm
It's just
no,
that I
because I'm
think
saying
he's
I'm
the worst
talking
of
about
the
it's not a
bunch.
rant. I'm just saying I'm talking about when the big 3 left. We're not going to talk about what he did with the big 3. We're talking about when they left. Rondo was still leading them into the playoffs. He was still putting up triple doubles. He was still carrying that team.
So
And
Ryan,
boo up for you to say Rondo not being able to shoot free throws cost him a series is kind of crazy because, of course, at the end of the game, when he misses a free throw that, could have gotten him over the top to win the game, everybody will look at that. But that's also to assume, that's also assuming that the game was completely devoid of errors, and turnovers and everything like that. And we also have to consider the fact that, it's playoff Rondo. If you say, it cost him a championship, it cost him a series, Rondo is the reason why they won a bunch of series and a bunch of championships also. There are championship teams that don't get
Playoff Rondo
the
is
ring.
really a thing.
That don't get the ring.
Thing as a playoff Nash. Is there a
okay,
playoff Nash?
Listen.
No, it's a regular season.
It's not. But at the end of the day, Rondo is a poor free throw shooter and a poor shooter. You can guard him differently than you can guard Steve Nash. You cannot, you know what I'm saying?
Playoff Nash.
That would be my difference.
It was a regular season, empty stats. I'm talking about run the stats all the way up to the ceiling.
Ron, when you right, you right.
Rondo is a poor shooter. Here's the thing. Rondo is a poor shooter and a poor free throw shooter, but I always seem to remember him pulling through. He figures it out how to get it done and not let that affect him.
I'm not taking nothing away from Rondo. That's what I'm trying to ask Ron. Like, who is he taking off the? Who is he putting over Rondo? I mean, Rondo over.
Are we talking about winning? Because if
Players.
we're talking
about
winning,
practice.
if we're talking about winning on this list, he got to be towards the top of the list, and really the top of the list.
So do you think Rondo's better than Derrick Rose?
I mean, I'm not saying none of that. I'm just here, trying to give Rondo some fair.
Rondo,
I already gave him his flowers.
That's fine, but
I
at
done
some
gave him
point,
his flowers.
you have to say who he's gonna be above out of these 7
Rondo
guys.
gave Derrick Rose work
And Derrick Rose
in
gave it back to him.
playoff time.
So do you think Rondo's better?
But no, we can't because
It's a better piece, better piece. I know, okay, but you can answer a better piece. That's fair because every GM has preference, and that's why they sign players to certain. Okay, they don't usually go after the hard heads that they don't want in their organization or whatever reason that they don't sign a player. So it's fair to say who's the better piece that you want on a championship team, and that's what you guys aren't looking at with Rondo. Okay, I don't have a max player right here. I can put 3 max players around him and make things work, or 2 in another piece.
But now you're changing.
And Rondo is also the only player on this list that's a role player.
Everybody exactly. No, Euro said variables.
Klay Thompson is probably the best complimentary piece in NBA history.
Yo, Rajon Rondo
He's not
is
better
damn near
than a lot of people.
superstar.
Who is Klay? But that's not.
So Shaq, you don't think you put Steve Nash on that 08 Boston team and he win the title?
1,000% you can.
They do. You put
1,000% you can.
They win the title, though.
Not any of
Put me
them.
on that Boston Celtics.
You can't put Iverson on that team and they win. Iverson's not winning on that team. He's gonna. All right, Dub. To your point, Klay Thompson is a better player, not player, a better piece than a lot of players in the NBA. His talent, his talent may not. So which one would you want? That's the funny thing. Would you take Bradley Beal or Klay Thompson for a piece to your team? Answer the question, Dub.
Again, no. Again, as I said, I would probably pick Klay Thompson because it's a better piece. But when I'm judging all of these rankings, it's who do I want as the best player of my team? I don't trust
who said that?
Rondo.
You just created that narrative.
I tell y'all all the time, that's the whole basis of my rankings. So if my rankings, when I'm looking at in that aspect, Rondo's not there. How does he win a championship? When did he carry a load for his whole entire team?
So you're telling me that Allen Iverson with the Boston Celtics is winning a championship the same as Rondo did? You're saying that right now?
I would.
How?
I'm not.
I just think because Allen Iverson is just that much better than him.
No, see, that doesn't work, Dub. That doesn't work. That doesn't work. So if that's the case, then why doesn't every great player win a championship if they're that much?
When Melo and Carmelo Anthony got on the same page, right? It worked out.
With who? With Melo and Carmelo Anthony?
With Melo and Allen Iverson, right? That worked out. There was 4 leading scorers at that time. Both of them.
How many times?
Okay.
When did it work? When did it work? When did it work out? When did it work out? When did it work out?
You can't take away.
When did it work out, Dub?
And great players and great that he didn't win a championship, bro. Come on, you're not doing that. We're not doing that, bro. This whole thing. You need a championship to validate your whole entire career. It just needs to stop, bro.
Didn't they win their first round exit both times?
They lost in the first round. That AI and Melo shit did not work.
Did not work out. They was challenging Kobe Bryant, bro.
They lost in the first round. They didn't challenge Kobe Bryant.
They played 2 years together. They lost in the first round once, and then they challenged Kobe Bryant Lakers, bro.
What Kobe had some good pieces around him, Dub.
Hell yeah, he did.
What were the pieces?
Melo didn't play Kobe, man.
Chauncey and Melo didn't play Kobe.
Chauncey
that was Chauncey and Melo. That was Chauncey and Melo.
Oh wait, they played the Lakers first round. Oh wait, they played the Lakers.
No, not the first round. He's talking about the challenge year.
Oh yeah, that was at 2010.
That was 10.
When did AI get zapped?
Damn, I'm trash now.
Yeah, AI went out in the first round both times.
Both times with Melo.
I'm gonna take my L.
That's a zippity doodah.
I told you he never made it past the second round after
that's a zap.
I swear. That's why I don't even understand it. AI.
Thanks for walking it back.
AI, that's just
one of those sliding your socks across the carpet and touching the doorknob.
Yeah, that's a zap, bro. That's a zap.
All right,
I think
who wins?
One playoff game.
Greg Popovich's all-time Spurs lineup: Tony Parker, Manu, Kawhi Leonard, Tim Duncan, David Robinson, versus Phil Jackson's all-time Laker lineup: Derek Fisher, Kobe, Lamar Odom, Powell, Shaq.
The Spurs, easily, I think. Actually, Shaq's an X factor. Like, you can't do anything with Shaq.
That's
You
what I
said
was
the
going to
Spurs.
say.
Why the Spurs easily?
I thought about, well, when it first got read out, I'm
Yeah.
thinking
You
Kawhi,
saw Derek
elite
Fisher's
defender.
name and you're like, yuck.
No, not even just Derek Fisher. It's just, in my opinion, it's Kobe, Powell, and Shaq. Lamar Odom was a very good piece, but then you're looking at the Spurs lineup and it's literally 5 stars. And I think,
That know how to play together too. Easy.
That's what I.
and
would
I've
say.
seen Tim Duncan in 03 beat Kobe and Shaq. So,
And I've seen Kobe beat them as well in the playoffs.
yeah,
with
but
Powell.
this is Tim Duncan with prime Tony Parker, prime Manu, prime Kawhi.
And it's
Prime.
Kobe with prime Shaq.
Yeah, that's why I said Shaq's the difference. If Shaq goes crazy, which we all know he can do,
Like,
Shaq
if
will
you-
be Shaq's the difference. If they win, it's literally because of
What's
Shaq.
a prime Lamar Odom look like?
Hello was tough. Didn't he win 6 man of the year?
Yep.
He did, right?
I just don't like him at the.
Lamar was
I
for
don't
sure.
like him as the 3 though. Like,
Neither do I, but you got to fit power in there somewhere.
yeah, I know.
I like him.
know.
I like him anywhere, like, cause he was one of those bring up the ball, like
He was
bring the
versatile.
pe-
he was
yeah, versatile, bring the pieces together.
Yeah,
Lamar
Yeah, I
would
like
be the
that.
playmaker on that Lakers team.
he would be.
On,
He
on,
would
on,
be.
the,
I'm not-
on some
yeah,
Scottie
yeah.
Pippen,
On that
Draymond
team.
type.
Right,
you
right.
know,
He would be,
type
right.
time.
He would
One
be.
thing I would say is the Lakers have 2 big shot makers. Like when it's time to go down, because we know Derek Fisher can make those.
Facts.
That's
shots,
true.
Which is one thing that I'd say that maybe the Spurs don't really have.
Derek Fisher's a good
Definitely.
piece as a point
Tony
guard.
Parker
Great piece.
clutch though. Tony Parker was clutch.
One of finals
TP was
MVP, I
tough.
think.
Yeah, he did.
05 maybe.
Versus the Pistons, I believe.
Yeah. But I got the Spurs.
All right.
I ain't mad at that pick.
Players court time.
Let's get it.
Mm-hmm.
Hoo-dee-hoo.
Do. Chat, I need an order. We got Shaq, Dub, Buop, Mars, Ron, Dell, and Euro today.
I thought that was the order. I've been like, what is going on? That would have been brutal.
Oh, you guys are nasty.
Going last with 7 people is
Carp
crazy.
It's
said
like-
Dub out.
I'm out. I'm mad I got my years mixed up, bro.
I don't know how we're gonna do this first round because we can't even run a poll. YouTube saying YouTube got a lineup over here. You guys are slow as hell. JD replacing Dub as the order.
How do y'all feel about Russ' comments
What do you say?
about his family and the Westbrook stuff? Hearing that his kids can't go to the game.
I feel for him.
I think
That's a fact.
that's tough.
That's what I did when I read it. I just laughed. Russ, shut up.
That's like,
Nope. I'm not.
like
I'm
Come
so.
on, man. It's
I
crossing
don't think
lines, though,
I
bro.
don't think you get
Nope.
sympathy, but
Nope.
Nah.
Nope. Not at all. Russ, stop it. Russ, stop it. Please.
he can
I
defend
think
his.
it's-
He
I
can
think
defend
he's- I
himself
think-
and his family. What are you talking about? He can't defend his family.
Come on, dude.
That you think it's defending his
I
family?
It doesn't. It doesn't matter how
think-
you feel about it. He can defend his family the same way you say that he can't. He can. You don't have to
No,
feel
but I
bad
don't-
for him, but he
no,
can
no,
defend
I
his
didn't
family.
hear it,
That's-
but
I don't
think
think
the
that's
way it came
defending his
across, I
family.
think it's him trying to make people feel sorry for him. That's how it sounds.
Exactly. That's what is happening. So
Okay.
Kyrie
I never
can't
heard
defend
it, but that's
himself.
how it
But
sounds.
Russ could defend his family, saying a nickname.
When did Kyrie not defend himself? What do you mean? He
They
can.
both
Just said, you just
I
tried to
never-
argue the fact that
I never said. What did I try to argue? The fact of what? I said I didn't understand the analogy. I didn't say he couldn't say it. What? Dale, what?
you said it was nasty, Shaq. Your first
No.
choice of Kyrie today was it was nasty until we broke it down to you.
Yeah,
I think Russ
I
is
said the
looking for
ending.
pieces.
I said the ending on him saying, "Oh, they wanted a text back." I'm like, why would Boston want a text back when they are? That's what I said. Kyrie can say whatever he wants.
Oh, okay. Now he can. I feel Russ is looking for pittiness based on the Westbrook stuff and saying all of these things. And I'm surprised that Russell Westbrook, being how he was to the media, all the stuff he said to the media, y'all N-words is crazy, shut up to the dude, not answering, all that stuff, to now saying Westbrook to
Yo,
your family.
first off,
Russ
it's
has
some.
been getting a lot of slander for a lot of years, much longer than Kyrie. And the thing is, like, it's even Russ's wife that stepped into the media, and she's typically in the background in the shadows, like
well, her
playing
step
her
into
part.
she's in all right to step to Skip because Skip be saying other stuff. But Russ is talking about something else. He's not talking about
What is he talking about?
Her going at Skip. He's talking about fans calling him Russell Westbrook. That's Westbrook. That's what he's talking about.
And he said he got death threats too, though, dude. Like that's
well, I ain't what, Dale. I ain't what.
I just think that people are coming for Russ's legacy more so.
I don't think they're coming for Russ's legacy. I think this is just the fruit of playing with LeBron James. That's what it is.
I agree.
But okay, he can still.
But he's been getting the like crazy amount of hate before.
I never seen the death threat comment or him saying the death threat. I read what he said, and this is him playing with Braun, and this is when people say, "Oh, it's a little toxic to play with Braun," because.
So did Kyrie get death threats?
I don't know.
So who?
I'm sure he got it.
So how's he?
I don't know. I didn't know Russ got death threats though. I just said that. I didn't know that.
Where was all this hate for Russ last year when he was
It's
helping
been
them
there,
making
When
the
you're in
Washington?
Washington, no one's
I think people been calling him
Exactly.
Russ. The thing with Russ, people been calling him Russell Westbrook for years now. Just the fact that matter, he knows he's playing bad. He's becoming more sensitive to it, and that's what I don't agree with Russ. That's what I don't. I'm not. Come on, Russ.
But he don't got a right to be more sensitive though. Like it's extreme. It's really extreme. Like they coming for his legacy. They coming for his family.
That dude that people be sending me? What's his name? Duda? What's his name?
I know you're talking about the dude that be on TikTok.
On Instagram. What's his name? It's him. It's his fault, bro.
Bubba something.
Bud, like trash. Him. It's his fault. It's his fault. What's his fault? Trash. It's his fault. It's his fault, bro. Because there's no way this is getting to Russ like this. I'm sorry. Like,
nah, if somebody want to take care of their family and their mental health, I'm never gonna sit here and say, "Oh, you shouldn't." The same way anybody else can.
I didn't hear no. All I heard it was him. What I read was the excerpt I read is Russ looking for sympathy. That's
okay. If you're an NBA fan, okay. If I'm an NBA player and I don't feel comfortable at my job, I don't care what you guys say. If that's the case, get him up out of here. I'm talking shit back. No, it's not. No, it's not cool. If I say it's not cool, now y'all can also say it is cool. But I mean, like Russ isn't out of pocket.
I think all parties that are at games and like are part of this basketball thing need to be held accountable equally. I'm a big fan of. If somebody like a fan, let's say, gets in his face a little bit too crazy and then, Russ turns around and slaps the hell out of him, I don't see a problem with that at all.
Me neither.
I'm a huge person that's in favor of that. Now, if that's a problem in general, you know what I mean? Then we need to be looking at the fans and what's being said to players, period. And that's where I'm coming from.
Yeah, you should for sure things that you say should be off limits. And like you could argue, oh, freedom of speech, but like, come on.
Yeah, I mean, freedom of speech does not protect you from freedom of consequence either, though. I believe in I believe in consequence. I believe in confrontation. The world is what it is. You say something, say that. And then, but if you want to catch these hands, you're gonna catch these hands. And I don't think the league should be then stepping in, punishing the player.
Yeah.
I don't believe that one bit.
That'd be crazy. They just start knocking people out.
I would love it. That would change fan behavior like this because we're talking about
they'd be buying
the average. We're talking about an average of a 6'7", 6'6" player that's 225, ripped to the max, in shape. I don't care. Now, here's the thing: if all fans, then 25,000 in the arena start, coming down on them, that's a different story. You're gonna get packed out for sure. But what I'm saying is, it's not a fair fight for players. Right. And when players start to swing back, it's like, pity and this and that.
Well,
I don't agree with that.
It's because of the way that they paint this picture out about these famous people be on a higher level than everybody else, which is not true. All these guys is regular people. They're not better than us or worse than us. We're literally on the same level. It don't matter how good you are at a sport or how much talent you have. And it's like what you said, these fans need to understand and realize that, bro. You can't sit here and come at somebody's characters, come at somebody's way that they play, the way that people do, just completely disrespectful, bro. I've never said Westbrook ever. This is the first time. It's so disrespectful to his game, bro. And for you guys to sit here and expect these guys not to just get angry at some stuff like that, like, come on, bro. It's like
I'm with Dub.
I'll call him Westbrook. I don't care about that.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
That's the last thing I care about.
Yeah, Westbrook is a problem. It's a play on word. It's funny. You shoot like if he makes
no, I said
38%,
I've never. I said
right.
No,
If he makes 35%, they don't call him Westbrook. I understand he can't shoot and all that stuff.
That's cool. That's
Shaq
part of the game. That's part of the game. We're talking about.
I said I agree with Dub.
I'm saying I'm saying, but I said Westbrook. I said Westbrook as a way. I'm not saying that word in general, like Westbrook.
Oh, not that one.
Just Westbrook.
But
I'm just saying
right.
the levels that people go to disrespect this man. I'll just use that as an example. But the levels.
But with Russ, bro, all I see is just Westbrook. Like I don't see.
But we've established that it's more than that, and that's what I'm talking about. Of course, the Westbrook, that's just part of the game. Like we talking, and it's just what it is. That's part of it. I have no problem with that.
It's when it's personal attacks. That's when it gets out of line.
For
when
any
you attack
player,
a man's character and
for
stuff.
any player, when you start attacking personals, like that's
when
wrong.
they keep it sports, I'm good with all.
I'm good with all of it.
That's just part of the game. That's just part of the game.
This is DC said Westbrook should just say, "Cut the crap, pal." All right, I have my order. Cut the crap, pal. Give me 1 through 6, chat. 1 through 6. Give me numbers. I'll pick.
What's the order
that I see? It's Euro, Dell, Shaq, Dub, Ron, Mars, Buop.
I always gotta go.
I like my spot. Do you want to switch Euro? You want to trade?
Breaking news. I don't know when Gridiron is, but Russell Westbrook gone. Or Russell Wilson gone.
Where's he went?
Broncos.
Yeah, Denver.
That's what's up.
Wow.
That's what's up.
I read it in the chat. I don't have any NFL
wow. Look at that.
Pete Carroll getting fired.
Let's see, we got.
Yeah, he's out of there for sure. I stand with Kaepernick anyway.
What a crazy.
All right, Euro, Dell, Shaq, Dub, Ron, Mars, Buop. Starting with number 3, best/funniest personalities the NBA has seen. You got 10 seconds to think.
It's me, yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's go.
Go ahead.
Gilbert Arenas. But here's the thing. Yeah, I'm going to take some time off. No, Gilbert Arenas, obviously, man, he's still in the mix now as a retired player. And he goes too far sometimes, but that's just, he takes full advantage of the range of comedy, I think. Funniest player ever.
Dell.
Dennis Rodman, the worm. He brought in all that different aspect of changing the hair color, missing practice, going to Vegas, showing the last dance, prove more what Dennis Rodman was, running away from the media, wearing wedding dresses. That personality that Dennis Rodman was, for sure, top tier.
Shaq.
Well, I'm glad Shaq fell to me because my name is Shaq. I mean, you have Shaq in the Fool. You got on Inside the NBA, they always joking around. You got a bunch of stories about Shaq, both good and bad. But I think Shaq is probably one of the most outrageous players, which make him funny. And off the court, he's a nut, so I'm going with Shaq.
Dub.
I'm gonna go with Jimmy Butler. All the memes that he has, the gifs that people use with him looking, with him throwing the things of that nature. His just being a goofball, him saying that he could be an NFL star, and KD saying he's stupid as hell. He's just a stupid behind personality. He's funny as hell. And by stupid, I mean like that. Y'all know.
Ron.
Like,
I think Jimmy is funny.
He is funny for sure.
His YouTube channel.
I'm gonna go with none other than Charles Barkley. Dude is just comedy.
Is that for Dale or Dub?
That's for Dub.
You guys are officially done with each other, and I'm here for it.
Oh, I'm sorry, Ron. You get your time back.
Let me know when it started.
Yeah, you could go whenever you want, and I'll start it.
All right, for sure. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Charles Barkley. He's just a funny ass dude. But the thing about Charles is he's funny without even trying. So it's like naturally his personality. Obviously, he's on NBA, TNT, and then just some of the things he did as a player, some of his quotes, just be comedy.
Mars.
I'm gonna go with Anthony Edwards, one of the young players in the league. Some people, I know a lot of people who barely watch Timberwolves games, but they'll tune in just to see what Anthony Edwards has to say post game. His charisma and stuff he gets up to off the court, it's just, you can't help but smile when he's talking. He's just funny.
Boo.
I'm gonna go KG. Wow, y'all took all the best answers. I'm gonna go KG. Big ticket.
All right, chat. I need you guys to spam names in the chat of who you're voting out. Spam them.
I'm gonna get spam, bro.
Oh my god, I'm
I didn't
crying.
even think my pick was bad.
I didn't think so either. It's
I
just
didn't
you
think
and
it was
you and
bad.
Jimmy.
It's the
It's just you and
bias.
Jimmy.
It's just,
Yeah, it's just that
bro.
you came out with Jimmy. Was out.
Yeah, there's so many gifs of this dude, bro. Just like, come on, man.
I was
What
thinking
it is,
of going
what it
with
is.
Nick Young. That was going to be my other option.
Nick Young would have been great, actually.
Yeah, that was a good one too.
But I'm gonna get.
I seen
they're gonna
Giannis.
say
That's probably Giannis would have been an amazing one.
I was thinking
I'm surprised
LeBron
nobody-
too.
I
LeBron
like them
low-key funny.
Giannis jokes he be doing. I think them joints be corny as hell.
He
I
is
think so,
corny,
too.
but like people
Yeah.
like corny humor though, you know.
I think it's because of his accent. That's what makes him so funny.
Yo,
Mm.
I'm not gonna lie. This is looking.
I think
because
Dub is out.
Twitch and YouTube are split over here. There's a lot of people saying KG out.
There's more saying Dub. Dub had like a streak of like 7 in a row.
Run a 2-man poll.
There you go.
There
I'll
you
run
go.
it on YouTube.
I like that, Mars.
Somebody
You're
should
welcome.
show Joel.
Wait, so we're not doing the
That's a fact, Ron.
we're not doing the Boo Wop advance. He's been on the show before.
Yeah, he is.
Oh, okay.
Hold
Ooh,
on.
damn
Yeah.
near regular.
That's crazy. It's my first time here with him.
Seahawks and Broncos have agreed to turn. Oh my god.
Do you like him?
Who did the Seahawks get?
I don't think that they've said anything yet.
Dub, we will talk about that on Gridiron. We'll see you guys really soon. Also,
Tomorrow
Aaron
night.
Rodgers. Tomorrow night. Also, Aaron Rodgers just signed one of the largest contracts ever. My man Izzy put me on that. He wanted me to shout him out. Shout out my man Izzy.
Also,
Bay
Aaron
Packers.
Rodgers just got vaccinated. Just kidding.
Oh,
I
yeah.
have no idea if he is or not. It's just
And me and Dell have a
Rolling.
versus in about 8 hours, roughly.
Yes. It's upcoming.
On Players' Choice
Finally.
Music.
Long time coming.
Long time.
Listen, man.
I'm ready for the harsh critiques.
Yeah, for sure. Of course.
right,
it
Dubs out.
wouldn't be. It wouldn't be.
That's wild that I got out.
Yeah,
Is
Dub's
it?
never going to win at this point.
They
Like,
picked
it's-
you Dub because you biased.
It wasn't
Yeah,
biased.
You should
though.
never.
Like,
You should never pick Miami or Miami players and see where you end up. I think
don't-
that's what it is.
I
They're
think
not trying to hear you talk that
it's
talk.
it's just crazy, bro. It's just crazy. They're biased.
Hey, Dub.
They're biased, not you.
Bro, I picked something that everybody sat here and said, yeah, Jimmy Butler's funny as hell. No
Well, we're
offense,
not the ones
Boo-Wop,
voting.
but you picked KG. It's like,
I think KG. Sorry, I think Jimmy's funnier than Rodman too. But who's to
But-
say what's funny and what's not funny? Like I think Rodman is just a troll, the same way that KG is a
But-
troll.
but
But
I didn't
KG
get
is more
Bronx- I
aggressive
didn't
in
with
go-
it.
terms of a
but
bigger
Euro-
personality, that ain't started all that though. All that.
Yeah.
But we
quirky
ain't talking about
nonsense,
personalities though.
That's not what he said. What did you say?
The
JD?
funniest person.
funniest
Best
personalities.
funniest personalities the NBA
Yeah.
has seen.
Personality.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah. It's cool.
Dub, give me 1 through 6. Three's taken.
As soon as he said that, I thought of Dennis
Six.
Rodman. And Shaq was another great pick. I didn't even think of Shaq.
Yeah, Shaq's a great one.
That
So
was a
was
great
Barkley.
pick.
Shaq stole
Then
my
Barkley,
man.
yep.
Euro. Pick
Yeah.
a lottery team that has the best chance to make the playoffs this year.
Oh my God.
Wait, what?
Oh, so I got to go look at the standings. I don't know. The
Yeah, me too.
Wait,
I don't know this
a
name.
lottery
No.
team? Can you say that again? Ron,
Pick a lottery team that has the best chance to make the playoffs this year.
Like
This
what's
next
a
year.
what's
The
a hard
next year.
what's a hard definition of a
Next
lottery
year.
team?
Sorry.
Yeah,
Pick
I
a
was gonna
lottery
say-
team that has the best chance to make the playoffs next year.
Is
That
a
makes sense.
lottery team any team outside the play-in?
like under 10 and under.
Okay.
Since
Okay.
Have to
All right.
look it.
I'm good to go.
all right, cool. Time starts now.
I hate to say it, it hurts me, but I'm gonna say New York Knicks. It's been a long time since 1973, but this is big time market, box office franchise. They have all the money in the world. They have enough to attract free agents. They have enough to, get the trade pieces in. They are due for something. They should be having a chip on the shoulder. That's the size of New York City itself. They need to make something shake finally, man. So I'm gonna say the Knicks.
Dell.
I'm gonna go San Antonio Spurs with a rising All-Star and DeJounte Murray. You still got Pop. You know, all he needs is a little 1-2 pieces, and he could make it work. So I like the way Pop manifests everything, and I like the Spurs in DeJounte Murray.
Shaq.
Yo, the Portland Trailblazers. Like, what are we talking about? Dame's gonna be back in the discussion.
Or traded.
Ron.
I'm gonna go with the Washington Wizards. They were in the playoff mix before Bradley Beal got hurt, but you know they got Porzingis. They just got him in a trade. Rui Hachimura, he's gonna get more healthier. Kyle Kuzma's gonna continue to excel. They still got KFC, you know, so they got action. Bradley Beal back.
Who's KFC?
KFC.
Are you talking about Contavious Caldwell-Pope?
That's KFC.
Oh, KCP. Oh, I was really confused. I'm sorry. I swear I didn't even try to mess you up. I was like, what are we talking about? I missed the show.
Mars.
Well, there's not much, but I have to go with the Kings. I think De'Aaron Fox had a bit of a bad start to the season, but he stepped out recently. I think him paired with another All-Star in Sabonis. I think two potential All-Star players surrounded with guys like Harrison Barnes. I think they can make a solid run next season.
Boo-wop.
And we say 10 and under or 10 to cut off?
I would say 10 and under. Damn near.
know what
Because
lottery
they got
means,
playing now. Because they got the playing now.
So 11 and under.
11 down.
11, right.
I guess I'm gonna have to take the Thunder. They got Shea and Josh Giddey, a couple of future draft picks. I don't know. So
That was actually a pretty good round. Chat, again, need you to spam names, and then I can do pull next round.
I wasn't mad at OKC.
Spam.
That's what I was gonna choose.
Spam names, and
I
then
think
actually
me and
what we'll do
Boo
is
got
we'll
done
put.
dirty with this one.
We'll
There
put
was
the
literally
names.
no options.
Oh, being last in this one is corny.
When I have to say the Kings, you haven't made the playoffs in over a decade.
you took my answer.
When there's limited options, we should almost just let same.
I was gonna go Portland. I was hoping they were gonna slide under the radar.
We got Drew Lock apparently.
Well, it did in War Machine. It didn't.
Euro Mars.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Euro Boo-wop. All right, Euro, I'm gonna do Euro Mars and Boo-wop in that poll. Who's out? Euro Mars Boo-wop. Boom. Pulls up. Whoa, what the heck is going on here? Boo-wop.
Yeah.
Must be a Dale thing.
I hit that on the note, right, JD?
Facts.
Yeah, they don't know them tunes, JD. Don't worry about it.
I know
Versus
about
tonight. Versus
Definitely
tonight.
know about that.
Right.
So-
Versus
That was
tonight,
funny.
man.
Last night I was singing, like I was playing a video game, and I kept repeating, "I'm sailing away." And my fiance's like, "What are you singing?" I was like, "You've never heard that song before?" She's like, "No." So I just play it, and I'm just rocking out to it. It's like the most random song in the world. Oh my God, it's by the Sticks. If you were curious, chat.
Shaq hates when you laugh or we have a little 1-2 moment. Like we laugh at him singing, must be a Dell thing. No, it's a song. I just picked up on it.
Boo-wop got bounced over here. Did you run anything over there?
No, I didn't even know anything was running. That's my bad.
I mean, it looks YouTube's looking like they're all voting him out anyway. I see a lot of Boo-wop. Okay. We got Eurodel, Shaq, Ron Mars. Pick it. Boo-wop bounced. I need a number, chat. Give me a number. I'm gonna pick the first number I see. Oh wait. Boo-wop 1 through 1, 2, 4, or 5.
Let's go 4.
Euro, best scorer in the NBA right now.
All right.
Go ahead.
My answer is Klay Thompson. Obviously, I could, quick Google search, the best average or whatever, but in typical Euro fashion, I'm gonna go against the grain and say that we haven't seen a player other than Klay that can go supernova the way that he does. Meaning Klay has the hardest punch. And yeah, man, no dribbles, whatever. It doesn't matter.
Time's up.
37 in the quarter.
Dell.
What's the question?
The
Best scorer in the NBA right now.
Oh, Kevin Durant. His efficiency, the simplicity of scoring, 30 points, 35 points, 40 points, less than 21, 22 shots. The way he scores the basketball, how easy it is for him to score the basketball. KD, the best scorer in the game.
Shaq.
I'll go with the next best available with LeBron James. He just had a 58-point bomb. I think KD's highest for his career is 54 or something like that. 56. LeBron's doing that at 37. Just a testament to his greatness. So I feel like LeBron's one of the best scorers of all time, especially with the display he's putting on right now.
Ron.
Or Klay.
I'm going to go with the man that's leading the league in scoring right now. Give me Joel Embiid. He's clearly the hottest hand. He had 43 just last night. He's clearly on a tear. He's the MVP front runner. I mean, Joel is the truth right now, and he's low-key the most dominant scorer in the league, too.
I already know who Mars is going to pick, but Mars?
Okay. I'm going to go with Demar. I think looking at what he does on the court, leading the league in mid-range volume, top 5 in percentage, come the playoff time when teams try to take away threes and layups, someone who can score with the best of them in the mid-range, just like KD. I think that's something you want, and I think his game in terms of scoring translates more than the others, considering it isn't predicated on.
Ooh, chat.
Shaq, why you trying to diss me twice on there though? How you do that twice though? Like
they on Euro ass in the chat.
I like the clear take, but when you go outside the box, it's never gonna work.
No one picked Jokic. I was surprised.
I was gonna go Jokic, but
that's why I thought you were.
I didn't know how it would.
DeMar shooting 50% from the field, 36 from the three. I think that's an excellent pick.
Somebody should have won Jayson Tatum.
You should have. You won Braun 50 because he had 56 the other day. Tatum had 55 or something right after. Why you didn't go there?
Shaq should have won Zach. You should have won Zach LaVine.
That was gross what Shaq was on.
I wanted to go Jokic or Steph, but I knew Steph wasn't going to land.
Euro almost got the.
That probably would have worked though, Mars.
Nah, nobody picks Steph.
No, Shaq, Ron, Mars.
That's wild.
All right.
You would have been my first pick.
Euro 1, 2, or 5?
5.
Dell, you're starting sleeper team to shake things up post All-Star break. So now.
What?
Sleeper team to shake things up post All-Star break.
I'm sorry, I don't know what that means.
So leading into the playoffs, team to shake things up.
I'm gonna go with you guys' favorite top ranked pick of the Boston Celtics. I feel how they came out the All-Star break, being 8-2 right now. Number 1 defense so far after the All-Star break. I'm gonna go with Boston Celtics and whatever they got going on in Beantown.
Shaq.
I think the Memphis Grizzlies, they're proving a lot of people wrong, and I feel like the more confidence they get, they're gonna be real dangerous come playoff time.
Ron.
I'm gonna go with the Denver Nuggets. They still have Jamal Murray returning. They still have Michael Porter Jr. They're supposed to be back in the next upcoming weeks. They're still right there in the playoff mix, 4 or 5. And they have Nikola Jokic. So it's like teams don't really want to play Denver. And Denver has had playoff success these last couple years.
Mars.
I'm gonna go with Dallas. They're, I think, 8-2 in their last 10 games. Their defense has stepped up. Guys like Maxi Kleber, Dorian Finney-Smith giving them big minutes defensively. Jalen Brunson taking that load off Luka a little bit, allowing him to get off the ball. And we know how Luka's game translates to the playoffs. So I think the Dallas Mavericks are a sleeper team. And thanks for the pause.
That's nasty. Ron Mars. All right, chat. Twitch chat pulls up.
Who is it? Who's left?
Brooklyn a sleeper team?
Who is left? Ron, JD.
Nah,
Del Shaq, Ron Mars.
Brooklyn.
I was thinking because I think they're below 500 right now, so I was thinking maybe I could get away with Brooklyn.
I thought the Grizzlies was kind of a stretch as a sleeper team, but I mean, I guess you can put them in there just because nobody really has them winning the championship. But
Nah, I think they for sure a sleeper team because
I wanted to go with Denver, but that got taken from me.
I got a question though. Like, why do people really like think Dale pick with the Knicks was a great pick though?
I didn't pick the Knicks.
Who picked the Knicks to be like a top? No, a top. What was the
playoff team?
Yeah,
yeah, Euro picked the Knicks.
Oh, Euro. Okay, my fault, dude.
That was, but that's for that could make the playoffs for next year. I don't think that was that bad.
I don't think the Knicks not gonna they can probably make the playoffs this year. Like the bottom, you know what I'm saying? The 7 through 10 is pretty close.
Yeah, it's really close.
It's Mars over here.
These guys don't watch Dallas, man.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
These guys, they don't watch Dallas.
When do I close it?
When I'm not losing.
I mean, you're not losing over here on YouTube at all.
Oh yeah, end it right now.
Yeah, I mean it's not moving, so just end it and give me the numbers. Dell only got 1 vote over here.
Dell got 33% of 15, so I think got. Let me see. Hold on.
5.
I'm trying to make sure that was
that's still less.
Thanks, Mars.
No, I was making sure that's what the final thing was. Dell's.
I got more.
Dale got 5. Me and Ron looks like we probably got like 3 apiece.
Yeah, it's Mars.
Mars got 1.
Wow, YouTube didn't like the Celtics over there. How did that go on Twitch?
Del, Shaq, Ron. You only got 1 vote over here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We just got Mars 1 or 2.
2.
Who? Del, this is you. Who are 2 players you want in a pick and roll and why?
Steph Curry and Kevin Durant. You take them 2 on a pick and roll. The defense don't know we're gonna trap Steph or are we gonna switch. What are we gonna do with KD coming off? He can score off the catch and shoot. He can score anywhere in the court. You double Steph is a problem. You 2 go to KD is a problem. Deadly pick and roll, Steph and KD.
Shaq.
I'm gonna go with James Harden and Joel Embiid, based off of what we've seen already. Like it's so hard to contain James Harden coming off the ball, and Joel Embiid can pop out, and James can finish at the hoop. It's not rocket science. It's just an amazing fit.
Ron.
Give me the guy that's leading the league in assists, Chris Paul, and give me probably the most dangerous guy going downhill, Giannis Antetokounmpo. You put Chris Paul and Giannis in a pick and roll, that is dangerous. It's scary. I want those 2.
All right. Pulls up.
That was a good one.
Still
that was
Shaq,
very
Ron.
good.
Yeah. Okay, Ron. LaRonald.
Shaq, did you like your Embiid pick?
Yeah, I liked everybody's pick actually. It was some that I liked more than others.
You know what's crazy? You know who I thought you were going? After I thought you was going to the originators.
Who?
Stockton and Malone.
Stockton and Malone.
I wasn't gonna get nasty because I didn't want that to backfire.
Yeah, I'm glad we all stayed current.
No.
Crazy.
This is close over here. 4-5-4. Shaq and Dell are tied. Ron's down 1.
When are we ending it? Because Dell has 11 votes over here.
Oh, Shaq and Dell tied over here.
Me and Dell just kind of got neck and neck over here as well.
Oh, wow.
Shaq Army and Dale Minions going at it right now.
How I'm surprised KD and Steph pick and roll is not hitting like I thought it would have.
I'm surprised CP3 and Giannis is hitting at all.
All right,
Giannis can't
they
shoot.
Say Ron feeling like LeBron James right now.
That's a fact.
Ron's hell bent. Dale got 45.
I ain't wear these today
yeah,
for
Dell's
no
out.
reason, baby.
Them the wrong colors to wear right now, though, Ron.
All right, Shaq and Ron.
Fuck.
It's the final count. Dell, 1 or 2?
I can't see, so 2. I don't know what you're asking me, so 2.
What is the best version of LeBron?
Oh, that's a great question.
Listen. Am I first or second?
You're first, Shaq.
Do I have my time extension or no?
You have your 10 seconds and you have your 15-second extension.
All right, I don't need it. It's Miami Bron. The shit was really ridiculous. Like what he did, I think in 2012, what he shot from 3, he was literally unstoppable. Yeah, he lost to Dallas, but after that, he came back with a vengeance. I honestly feel like those Miami years, if I'm not correct, was his best stats out of all of them. So I'm going with Miami Bron. Ron's about to get up here because I have some time. He's about to get up here and try to nuance his way into a win. He had a good run, but he can lose this. Miami Heat LeBron.
Ron, it's on you.
I didn't botch it.
Look, the Miami Heat Bron was cool, but after he left Miami and came back to Cleveland with something to prove, a chip on his shoulder, he took it up another level. That's when Bron literally started shooting better. That's when Bron really was on demon time, putting that whole Cleveland team on his back. But I'm going to say 2018 Bron. Because that's the only player that we've seen in a championship that could have got Finals MVP.
Your time's up.
That was on a losing team.
Ron, I love you.
Pulls up. Who's out? Shaq versus Ron. Oh, I'm hungry.
I know.
I seen a comment.
My favorite, Bron.
Shaq botched. Oh man.
GG, Ron.
Shaq, you finna lose.
Yeah, probably. I don't know how. Ron said he had his best year. His best year
11.
From 3. That was misinformation, but it's cool.
You also chose LeBron that choked.
I mean, I mentioned that. Hey, yo.
How crazy would it be you just start coming with the most made up stats for what it is? Just try and convince it really quick.
And it lands.
He made the most threes that season. All right, Shaq lost by 1 vote over here.
Oh yeah, I'm done then.
Ron, winner's circle.
Ron, is this your first time?
No, Dub, it's not.
Oh, my bad.
That's kind of crazy. Dub been going for so long.
I've been what?
I forgot you was here.
Yeah, bro. That
that first
forever.
exit, yeah, like that's crazy.
What?
Might as well.
His favorite segment. Every time it comes up, he's just dreading it.
I honestly, I'm thinking about just backing out of these competitions because it's like.
This is how like we end the shows. This is how everyone leaves the call. It's just
Not bad.
Are we doing a draft?
No. We don't even have the setup ready.
I'm late from now on. Come on, bro.
Any final words, anybody?
Get the draft back. Shaq, see you tonight. 10
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. 10:30, I think. I don't know. Ron tried to push for 10:30.
Ron said 10:30. Right. Ron needs to be there.
Hey,
10:30.
actually, no. We're not doing Gridiron tonight, so we could go whenever.
Okay. 10 o'clock.
We can jump on right after this if y'all want to.
10 o'clock.
10 o'clock.
If y'all want to see a nice little body bag.
It's a versus of I have the 90s music, all genres. Shaq has 2000. I think it's gonna be. Yeah, I think it's gonna be a good one.
It's gonna be a good one for sure.
Yeah. I think it's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a lot of hits, no misses. I believe.
We'll see.
What y'all doing there?
We're doing it.
Same place.
Same place. Euro is he's upset because him and Ron botched.
Euro said we'll see.
And
to your point, Shaq, that's a bigger back to fumble.
This is a bigger
back.
This is a bigger back. That's why there's more rounds. It's a lot that could go.
Wait,
but I look at my
do you have
list.
2000 to 2010.
Yes, and I just look at my list and I just smile every time I see it. I know that Dale has like some hitters.
Yo, 2000s is tough.
bro.
Oh,
I have like
The
5 or
90s
6.
tough too, though.
90s is very tough, but
I get
2000s is
scared.
tough.
That's the golden era, the 90s to the 2010s.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. The way music elevated in the 2000s, I'm starting to
There we
really
go.
see
Oh,
it.
God, all right.
No.
Hey, I just want to say I'm one of the panelists tonight. You guys both got my numbers. I'm
Oh,
you
Shaq,
can
this is
sell
what
me.
I want to say. I don't like the
You can
fact
sell
that
me,
I
alright?
have to send you my songs. I don't want to do
Always
that.
hustle.
You have to
So,
do
could you
that.
find- I'm like, could you find a way where like we could send it to Ron and Ron play it? Or
For the quality of the show, this is the way. What do you think I'm gonna do? I'm gonna be fair. I want to lose.
no, you don't want to lose. You're doing it again. What you text me earlier. Stop.
He said, I want to lose.
Hold on. Do y'all have like just a list of songs and then y'all adjust depending on what the other person
I'm
plays, or do you have
adjusting.
a set?
No, I'm not adjusting at all.
I'm
with the set. No matter what, it's going to be played. But I don't want that my songs I have to send to Shaq. To play.
Why?
I
Why
want
do you
it
think I wouldn't be?
Because
It's
when you
live.
play
I'm
your
on
shit,
trial.
I don't know what you're playing. So it's like, oh, I want you to have that same feel when the beat drop. Like it's just fair. That's how it's supposed to happen.
Yeah, Dale, I agree. This is kind of nasty.
Like,
You play you play your song. You're gonna send it to me, and what do you mean? You said you're not changing, so it doesn't matter.
It does. So you still gonna see you. So I gotta send you my. No, you're gonna see you. You're gonna be typing in my.
I'm gonna look at it. I'm gonna look at it. I'm gonna be like.
He wants you to hear it and be like,
Thank you.
I'm gonna do that
fair.
anyways. I'm not the judge, so that's the least of your worries. You need to be
It's not about
convincing
being
them.
the judge. You're my opponent.
Listen, my
he
songs,
wants to defeat you.
my songs, I'll put them in your ear, pause, and you'll feel the same way. You're gonna hear that beat drop and be like, "Oh my God, this is amazing! I can't believe this just happened." All of my
but
songs
you
are
won't
like
get
that, by the way.
Because you'll be
I'm gonna
typing
get
in
it.
my
I'm gonna get it. No, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get that feeling.
Malik
Yeah.
said, "Can we have JD involved?" When I was in the chat like 2 episodes ago or something, they said that they would let me read lyrics and interpret it. Can we do that?
JD, you're about to
Not
like.
this show. Not this show.
JD, you're really about to like. JD,
No, I
you're
mean, I
really
can,
about to
but-
like what's going on over here. That's what I'm trying to say.
Could JD be there tonight and we send him the song?
Potentially.
I don't know how to DJ, bro.
It's not DJ. I don't know
Shaq
how he
does it
plays the
really
song.
well. The way
I
that
mean,
he does it.
and that's the thing. He's trying to take away from the show. It's always something with Dale. Just take your loss. You have the 90s. Just take this L. Go in. Hey,
JD, do you think it's fair that I have to send a person playing?
I don't. It is what it is.
Listen, man, stop. We're not doing this. Y'all been doing this for weeks
For
now,
weeks.
man.
Come
We're going
on.
tonight,
Come
but
on.
that's
It is what it is.
I
It
don't
is what it
understand
is.
my gripe.
I understand it.
understand
I
your
feel
gripe,
you.
but
I feel you, but that's just the way it. You knew this before.
The only thing I think it changes is his immediate reaction because he
And
sees it
that's
before he hears it. But
right,
that,
and
it
I don't
has
care.
anything to do
I don't
with-
have anything to do with the vote. I'm just gonna type it in and play it.
Shaq, okay, this is how we go. You start first, right? You start the first 7, then I start second. Before you play your song, send them to me.
Yeah, I like that. Or send it to the group.
No, not the group.
Euro,
Send it to me.
Euro.
Not the group. Send it to me.
I mean,
Send-
he has a point.
Send you what?
That's
What do you?
fair.
You said you're not switching your songs. Why does it matter?
But I want.
Are you gonna switch your songs? Are you gonna switch your songs?
It's not about switching, bro. I said it's not about switching already.
How about this? How about what? This is what y'all do. This is what y'all
Just
do.
send me
Y'all
like
send-
you know how
Y'all send.
you know how
y'all
you're
send-
gonna read it and be giddy. I'm gonna read it and be giddy as well.
Y'all-
before
y'all
I
You're
hear
gonna
it.
hear it
y'all
and be
send
giddy.
each other-
Hey,
y'all-
that's what I want you to do.
I'm gonna read it and be very giddy.
no.
You're gonna hear it and be very
Yo,
giddy.
this is what y'all do. This is what y'all do. You make a group chat with JD. Then you send a list 1 through whatever rounds you have. Send it at the same time. That way y'all know for each specific round which
No,
one you guys
I don't
got.
want that. I don't
You
want
don't
him
want
to
that?
know at all until that beat drop.
Because for the flow of the show, Dale, it's no way I'm sending you my pick every time just because I don't want to do
I
that.
don't want you to- right, and I don't want to have to do that either. But I have to because you're the one who's.
I'm on the ones and twos. Exactly.
All right,
That
okay.
this is just
Can
a
I play-
home court
I'll
advantage.
pick-
That there's a home court advantage in everything, and this happens to be one. Thank you guys for tuning in to Players Choice. We'll talk more about